Hey, what's up, guys? We are back again to break down the best Royale tournament deck for 2022 right now. So it's pretty ridiculous, but I haven't lost a single game with the deck so far. I went 16-0, and I'm going to be breaking down why the deck is so strong, mostly because of the versatility, the capability of being able to go in for giant skeletons, rush through with multiple giant skeletons if your opponent's got a beatdown deck. If your opponent's going to end up having a bait deck and they fireball on top of your zappies, you can go in for a Mother Witch, and if they have a Valkyrie or whatever and they kill that one, you just mirror it up. It's so annoying how you can combat almost every single situation with the deck, especially in the later stages of the game where you can go for mirror rail hogs, and then just to finish off the game, most people can't stop that. So very, very strong deck. We are currently 16-0 in this Royale tournament. And we're going to see how far we can get today. And hopefully you guys are here for it, and hopefully you want to watch. We'll also probably be unlocking all the rewards, since this is my mini account. If you stay to the end of the video and you want to see me level up a whole bunch of cards and see where we can get, yeah, just stick around, because we're going to be unlocking a ton of chests from Trophy Road and here as well. And then the Royale tournament, I'm going to be spending the 500 gems at the end, where wherever I lose, I get to unlock all of these rewards, because I've already gotten them so far. So hopefully you guys want to see that, and let's jump right into the action. Let's freaking go. So obviously I'll be interacting with you guys in between games a little bit more, and then focusing on my commentary and focusing on playing my best at the very start of each match. So Royal Ghost is going to be able to kill the Fire Spirit really bad to, you know, potentially get tornadoed, but since we see Archer Queen, it's likely not going to be a tornado deck, so I can just go in with my Royal Ghost and have no problems. Also, at the very end, if you guys want to see me play Clan Wars, I can do that on my main account as well. I don't know if you guys like that or not, but we could just make the stream a little bit longer if you guys wanted to see that. Alright, so this guy is going to have Giant Skeleton as well, so it seems like he's going to run the version with Cannon and Skeletons here, so I'm expecting him to Skeletons. The Fire Spirits, I'm not going to really respond. I can also activate King Tower with this Giant Skeleton. Might be risky, but it could also be worth it. I'm considering going Zappies here and then going in for a Fisherman. It's not going to go on what we wanted. The Giant Skeleton is definitely going to die to the Zappies, so there's no point of worrying about my Fisherman pulling it to the tower, because the Zappies are going to kill it. Okay, so the Fisherman doesn't get hit. That's really, really good. We're splitting everything up, which is okay. It's not the best. As long as the Archer Queen dies to the Royal Ghost and the Fisherman, that'd be awesome. Royal Ghost is going to lock onto the tower. That's going to be 2 hits. Nope, just 1. Feels bad. I was really excited for a sec. I was like, ah, man, we got that. We got so much value. We got so much damage, and it didn't really work out. I'm going to Royal Hogs here. He's definitely going to fireball this and then drop a cannon. But if we can push the Giant Skeleton closer to the tower, then we can likely win the game. I should be arrows on Skeletons or something. Yeah, so I played that really, really well. I knew that if you fireball and you log, you only necessarily going to have one good answer to us, and kind of got finessed. If you Fisherman at the right point, it can... Okay, so that was unlucky. Sometimes, depending on what tower it goes on, the Fisherman will completely counter the Goblin Drill if you drop it in front, and you'll take no damage. But in that specific situation, there's one Goblin that locks onto my tower. I'm sure you guys have heard Riley talk about this before. One of my friends that's really good at log bait has always told me that you go in for Fisherman and you hope that your opponent doesn't go in for the glitched Goblin Drill placement. And if they do, then they're always going to get 1 hit no matter what card you drop in front. So he found the right Goblin Drill side. It's just interaction in Clash Royale that they have to fix, and hopefully they do eventually, but for right now it's going to be a problem for sure. Alright, we want a Mother Witch here, since we're going to get a lot of more piggies and make them upset a little bit. What's going to happen here? Is it in my best interest to go in for a Fisherman? Yeah, probably, right? With the Royal Ghost coming at him, we can go for Zappies, and then I don't think we take too much damage here. There's a chance that's going to be a problem if the Giant Skeleton explodes on my tower, but we'll see if that happens. Alright, so the Royal Ghost is going to go back on the Archer Queen, and then we can go for Royal Hogs. And then with the Giant Skeleton tanking, this should give us enough value, I think. Maybe I'm insane for thinking this. Hopefully not. I want the Archer Queen to walk into the bomb, but that's not going to happen. Go for a Fisherman here. So the difficulty with this matchup is when his Fireball comes down, because his Fireball is going to do more damage than us. Okay, so the Royal Ghost, are they gonna stay? I didn't know if they were gonna stay invisible and die there, so I was really, really scared. This might be a more tricky situation than I wanted. Obviously, I was hoping this would be a little bit easier for us, but let's see what we can do. A Giant Skeleton on his Giant Skeleton, that will win our interaction. and then he can't go for more aggressive bridge battle. You don't want to yoink it right now. This is definitely problematic. I think we go Zappies, and then we go for a high Mother Witch. Probably going to be in a problem, but maybe the Fisherman's able to stop it. The Goblins are going to lock on. He's going to win. No! We lost the first game of the day. But it is what it is. Sometimes we try our absolute hardest. We have a great start, and then we end up losing. It's obvious that you want to go in the opposite side of your opponent in that type of matchup, because with Fireball and then, like, you know, getting the counter push with the Archer Queen, we can't necessarily kill that, but he can kill all of my other supporting cards. He can kill my Zappies. He can kill my Mother Witch with Fireball. And then the Goblin Drill is guaranteed to lock onto my tower, whereas the Rail Hogs doesn't. So that could be a more problematic position if we get that matchup over and over again. One thing that we learned there is try to go opposite lane when possible. Wasn't necessarily able to make that happen as much as I wanted to because I had so much damage to the right-hand side. But I think I could have switched sides, and that might have been the deciding factor in us winning there. So we live and we learn. We always get better. And whenever we make mistakes, and even if I'm a little bit, like, a little bit rattled by the loss a little bit, like, that's just kind of how it is, just go to the next one and you try your best to forget about it. And you just try to play better there. So this guy's going to end up having Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is something that's, like, relatively scary, but not like game winning for our opponent. He has to go for a Valkyrie and a log every time, and if you do that, then I think that what we can do is we can use our Fisherman to go and pull your Valkyrie, so then you're not able to kill it. So that's what I'm aiming for here. We'll see how well that works. I'm going to arrow on the Princess as quickly as I can, so then the Zappies can force out some extra elixir, hopefully like guards or something. If not, the Zappies are going to do a ton of damage to the tower, kind of putting us back in a position where we can go on the same side as our opponent, which is really, really good. And yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that trade. All right, so a Giant Skeleton in the back. I can go for a Royal Ghost on the same side. Also, I told you guys I was going to read chat in between, and I just completely ditched it. I'm sorry about that, guys. Usually, when I get tilted and stuff, or when I lose a game, I just want to go into the next one. You guys can let me know if you're on the same end as me on that precise, like, I don't know, way of playing Clash Royale. You're just like, I lost. I want to play more. Okay, so what I did there is I went for Royal Ghost. No, I didn't go Royal Ghost. I went for Royal Hogs because I wanted to tank for the Inferno Tower. So I was like hoping that the Giant Skeleton would stay alive, but I didn't have enough elixir to combat it and keep everything alive as long as we needed it to. So just keep that in mind. Like, you can go for Royal Hogs to tank for your Giant Skeleton and get more value. That's slightly further back, so now I can go for Zappies, and I'm kind of getting in my groove. Last game was a warm-up game, I guess. Let's just say that, all right? Even though it totally wasn't, I was super try-hard and I lost. Let's call it a warm-up game. I'm going to Mother Witch here, and then it's going to die to the Inferno Tower, unfortunately. I hope it gets a Piggy at least and kills the Princess. That's quite cool. We can go Royal Hogs in the right, and then go for a Fisherman on top of the Valkyrie. Yeah, there's the Valkyrie. Okay. So I'm glad that I adjusted to my opponent's card cycle. I made a prediction, and then we knew exactly what we were going to get from that. So that's, you know, that's the good thing about this deck. It can accommodate every single situation. So as long as we don't throw this, then we're chilling, all right? Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but yeah. All right, I think the Zappy is going to be able to kill the Inferno Tower, and then we can maybe go in for Royal Hogs again on both sides. So the reason why, okay, this is actually pretty annoying. Maybe it's not. They kind of gave me a lot of piggies. I'll take that trade, and then I guess I'm going to go Royal Hogs on the right-hand side. This is so scuffed. I have so many piggies, and I can arrows on the guards, and he's going to lose. There's no way he can defend that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to be real with you for a sec. I think my deck hard carried me there. Like, I did play pretty well with like a decision of, oh, I think that the Giant Skeleton's going to get tanked by the Royal Hogs, and then maybe I could break through. That was a good decision. It didn't really show you guys how strong it can be in double and triple elixir when you can kill that Inferno Tower and keep the Giant Skeleton alive at half HP, because Inferno Tower ramps up over time and it kind of just melts things really fast, even if it's at 0 HP. So I just needed to kill it. In double elixir, that would be way more possible and easier. Assert dominance? Yeah, dude, we're always trying to assert dominance. And the thing is, if you watch me stream, I'm trying my hardest every single time. A lot of times you guys just get to watch me fail or flop like the very first game. And we learn stuff. Like, I should have won that if I played better. I played really well at the start, and then I just kind of dropped the ball. And that does happen whenever I play Clash Royale, so it does be like that. Audio delay, if there is an audio delay, I will fix it right now. I'm super sorry about that. I'm going to go black screen, and then it should go back, and then there should be no issues. Yo! What's up, Nico? Sir Fat giving me a fat $100. Bro, I do not deserve that, but thank you so much. What the heck, bro? My man's out here like wanting to donate and support the channel to the next level. That is insane. Also, I'm super sorry about the audio there, guys. It should be completely fixed now. Hello from New York, SirTag. I'm a big fan. Keep up the live streams. I love them. Well, guess what? I love you, brother. Love you lots. Hopefully the audio should be completely fine now. Is it all good? You guys let me know before we go into the next one. Yes, please play Clan Wars. Yeah, I'm definitely down to. Nico the GOAT for real? Yeah, Nico is honestly the GOAT. Let me know in the chat if this is... There's no delay. All right, cool. You just took a shower? Yeah. How can you tell? Is my hair still wet? Do I still have water on my face? I swear it's not because I'm sweating in Clash Royale. But yeah, makes sense. You're so genuine. I think this is why you have such an amazing community. Keep it up, man. We just have like one of the best communities because I think that you guys are just really nice to me. I don't really know why, but I feel very, very lucky to have such great people. Like especially like when I lose and stuff, and I completely just dropped the ball in the first game. There was no negativity. There was no people just saying, "Wow, you're trash at the game." But if I streamed on TikTok or whatever, bruh, that happens all the time. Like I watch some of my friends do it, and they're like, "Bro, I don't have the mental to deal with this." I'm like. It's the internet, man. So yeah, I'm glad that we have such a great community. So it's nice. It's like it's not even like we're in the internet because the internet is generally a pretty toxic place. The place devoid of like toxicity here. So it's really refreshing. All right, the Royale Ghost is able to kill that. Seems like he didn't want to do anything with the spending the elixir. Okay, Fisherman and Log. Interesting play. It's definitely a Royale Giant deck, right? I don't think this could be anything besides RG. So I'm going to go in for Mother Witch. I don't think the Hunter gets a hit, so there's no point in spending extra elixir. I'm going to go in for Zappies here last second, so the Fisherman dies. He might have Fireball. I don't really care. I get a free Piggy, and then we'll force out more elixir. I wonder with Zappies, Mother Witch, and arrows, do I kill that? Okay, well, definitely not anymore. Oh my gosh, that's insane. That for 1 elixir, he just killed solid 8 elixir for no damage. Nice. Unique strategies here, guys. Oh, he played that so well. Well, I guess he knew what I was gonna do, and he finessed me. I'm not even gonna say anything other than the guy just played extremely well. So credit where credit. Okay, I'm loving this a little bit too much. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying my experience right now. What is this stupid game that we're playing? This is not Clash Royale. This is insanity. Why am I winning right now? Why am I winning? How am I winning? Does anyone know? I have no clue. But one thing's for sure is I'm going to eat the damage. I'm going to go in for Royal Hogs and then try to be able to defend this with a Giant Skeleton afterward. Oh my god, he would pull the Giant Skeleton closer to the tower. Why didn't I Giant Skeleton at the river? No! Giant Skeleton pull. Pull. You know you want to. You know you want to. Come on, baby. Let's go. Give me that value. Give me that juice. Give me that sauce. Okay, didn't really work out. He doesn't have Fisherman in cycle, so I think this is fine. Ping pong. Ping pong. Ping pong. Come on. Nice. We pull it to the other side. We got the moves. We got the plays for days. If you guys didn't know that Fisherman placement, it pulls the Royal Giant to the other side. So that's dope. I feel really happy when that stuff happens. Please don't kill the Mother Witch. She has so much to live for. She's got her precious piggies. She's got her delectable dominant W's. And I am just going to keep spamming you because I'm a savage. And this is what savages do. Savages don't care. Savage spam. Savage spam, savage win. This is how you play Clash Royale. You just, like, don't let them go in for offense because you know that you're going to win by mirror arrowsing when it's at that low of HP. If he Royal Gianted in the other side, my stupid spam at the river of Mother Witch and Zappies, yeah, that would have taken his freaking tower. So it's funny to have that happen and just be like, dope stuff, you know? We love it. We love it. Also, I'm so sorry about the audio issues at the start, guys. That's disappointing for me on my end. I should have checked that beforehand. So super sorry about that. And thank you guys for telling me. First time actually live, I just want to say I love your videos. You're such an amazing dude. I love you. Dude, I love the fact that you guys give me such nice comments all the time. Like, it's really wacky. You guys don't get to see it all the time, but I guess it just kind of lights me up like a man child. I don't know. I'm like screaming. I'm screaming at a mobile game. I'm streaming, and then I'm looking at comments and I'm smiling. None of this makes sense to me, but sometimes it doesn't have to make sense if life is going great. I'm also I don't know if you guys can tell, but a lot of things in my life were like super stressful. Like earlier in the month, I got super sick. I moved from Boston to all the way to Seattle. And then obviously doing that, like it's really stressful and having to get far enough ahead on videos. My main editor quit. And then also on top of that, like I had to find a new apartment. And then when I found the apartment that we're in right now, there was like a fire in the apartment complex, so I wasn't able to work for a little bit, and that was really bad. And then recently, everything just kind of turned around, and I started to work out more. I started to hire a really good new editor, just having a lot more fun in life, and I found an apartment that we're ready to move into in like, I don't know, like 16 to 20 days. So like, it's crazy how like, if you ever have lows, they end up being transient if you just push through it and you just remember that, you know, things always change in life. So I don't know, guys. Sorry about saying that. I know I say that a lot. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about this before, but for the first time in a while, right now, I just feel like really, really, really happy, which I haven't been like extremely happy in Seattle at the very start of the month. But right now, life is going great. You live in Florida? No, I live in Seattle, and I was in Boston before. It's okay, sir. We understand. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. Love you, W percent. Oh, dude, this chat is freaking incredible. Your edits are hilarious. Yeah. So for the editing on the channel, I always try to make sure that everything is unique and interesting and innovative. If there's an edit that I enjoy, it stays in the video. If it's a trash edit that's mainstream that you guys have seen a bajillion times, I don't want to clutter my videos with trash edits. So I always try to make sure that every edit is unique and fun, and something that I haven't seen before in another video. Like, imagine just watching like a gamer video with the same green screen over and over again. That type of stuff just annoys me to no end, and I will never have that in my content for that reason. Also, I didn't know if the Dark Prince was going to go towards my tower or not. I was very scared for a second, but the Fireball's out of cycle, so I'm going to go Royal Hogs and then maybe even go for a Mother Witch, depending on what he does. He should know our deck, so he's not going to give us skeletons. So I'll arrows here, and I'll just kill the cannon a bit faster, so then the Fisherman can maybe lock onto the tower, or Piggies give us a ton of value. Very, very, very smart skeletons from our opponent. Not only is that good for him because it's going to kill my Royal Ghost or put in a lot of work there, it is obnoxious because, like, let's say I had a version of the deck that he wasn't anticipating. Let's say I had Tornado. Well, the skeletons behind the Hog Rider timed like that, I can't kill, so it would do an insane amount of value for him. So honestly, I want to give him a well played because he played that super well. Seems like a great player. And we'll see if we can pull out a W here, guys. I'm going to try my hardest and see what happens. What's your favorite country? Ooh, dude, I mean, I'm not a very well-traveled person. I'm just kind of, like, you know, from the United States. I'm American, and I haven't really gone places. Been to Canada, but it's pretty much like a second America, a second United States. So it's not really that impressive comparatively. I like Canada. All the people there are super nice, but it's not that different, at least from my experiences. I was hoping that we could hold that in the bomb so then the, you know, Zappies would give us more value, but it is what it is. Can we kill with the Mother Witch and the Zappies now? Why are you fireballing? Why'd you do that? Oh, brother. Brooder. Brooder man. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's got Dark Prince, though. I forgot that he has Dark Prince and Fireball in the same deck. Does it matter, though? Can he stop this? Nope. Not that well. He was able to stop it, but not extremely well. All right, so we're going to go in for this because it's going to go and pull the Hog Rider now. Let's go. I played that so well. I knew that if we stopped the Dark Prince from getting in front, then the Hog Rider could get pulled. So it's a little bit risky, and he thought he was going to be safe because of that. But, you know, no one is safe from the skeleton spam with the Fisherman and all of our stuff, all of our shenanigans. I don't know, guys. I thoroughly have been enjoying this deck to the next level. I think it's incredibly easy to play, and at the same time, it's very toxic. So, you know, it's not a fun deck for our opponents to play, but it sure as heck is fun for me. The only difficulty is when you play against people like this that are playing very well, and you kind of want to go opposite lane of them, and they're not allowing you to get that opportunity. So this guy's a great player. He's making me play my best, and he's really putting me to the test with Fireball, Dark Prince, all these counters that are traditionally very hard to play against. All right, so the Fisherman's able to pull. He's probably going to go in for a Fireball. We'll have to wait and see if that's the case. If not, we can arrows here. We're not going to give him the Fireball value that he's wanting. I'm just going to wait with my Elixir, and then I'm going to go in for like a Royal Ghost here. If the Giant Skeleton locks onto the tower, we win the game. So notice how I was super hesitant with my Elixir. If you have the ability to go for Royal Hogs and you're at 8 Elixir, you don't have to spam Royal Hogs into a presumed Fireball, because I knew what his deck was. He was sitting there. I guarantee you, let's watch the replay. I guarantee you Fireball was in his hand. I guarantee you he was ready to click it. He probably had it clicked already and ready to just drop it. Whether he was already holding it or whatever, I want to see. Because I'm almost 100% certain that that was the case. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. Where is it? The Dark Princes? Okay, I won there, but like, was he ready to fireball here? He had it in hand, as I said before. So instead of dropping Dark Prince, what would have happened is he would have fireballed if I had dropped Royal Hogs. 100%. He didn't actually have it selected, but he would have done that. And now, since the Giant Skeleton's so strong, if I arrow on top of the cannons, I figured that it would like get closer to the tower and then, you know, give us the value. And it worked out really well. So instead of him logging there, he would have just fireballed and everything. But yeah, he gave me the respect and tried to defend anyway. But that's the thing. I was at 8 elixir, and I had a Giant Skeleton, and I had Zappies on the field. That's the cost efficiency that you get with Giant Skeleton, and that's why it is probably the best card in Clash Royale right now. So we're at 19-1. I have only lost one game with this deck, and it was the very first game of the stream with the audio issues. So that just makes me feel like people aren't going to watch the VOD. People are going to click off, and they're going to be like, who's this idiot losing the first game and then also having the audio issues? But, you know, that is YouTube. Hi, bro. What's up, man? What's going on? Also, Tian Tran, thank you so much for the $1.90. Hope that you're having an amazing day. Just want to say your videos are really good. Thanks, man. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Press X to doubt the fireball. Dude, I thought he was going to fireball for sure. You'll hit 100 wins. Hopefully, man. You never really know. Will you ever visit the UK? I touched down in UK because I went to Finland, and then there was like a layover there. But I probably will eventually. My girlfriend really wants to go there. Hope that you're going to partner with Clash of Clans. Yeah, I hope that it works out. I mean, I've not really played Clash of Clans that much, but that'd be so cool. Let's go. Berlin, Germany. Dude, I took German as one of my high school languages. It's a beautiful, beautiful language. But unfortunately, I don't have any plans of going to Germany anytime soon. All right, so let's see if we can win this. Let's get it. Let's get that bread, baby. So with this deck, you can cycle Royal Hogs at the start if you really want to. It's just like not necessarily the safest play. I'm going to go Zappies and Giant Skeleton. Please, no Hog Rider hits. Oh, baby. So I did drop a lot more elixir than my opponent, but I do have better counter push than him. So I'll take it. He fireballs and we can arrows on skeletons or something. That would be so sick. Okay, so I knew he was going to drop skeletons. I didn't hit that. I was hoping that it would give me more value. We still are able to kill the Musketeer. And I do get arrows damage on the tower, which is really not that big of a deal. But let's think it's a big deal so then I can feel better about myself, all right? Let's freaking go. So I can go Royal Hogs with the Royal Ghost if I want to. I think I just go Ghost in the back right now, and he's going to go other side. So I'm thinking about doing this. I don't know if I can... Okay, I'm just playing ping pong. Because I was like, the Ice Golem's going to body block my Fisherman, so what can I do? So I was like, I go for 2 Fishermans, and I get the Hog Rider off of my tower. That could work. It did work. To my credit, it did work. Did it work the way that we wanted it to? Probably not, but it was very funny. Okay, so I'm not able to get any damage here, and he outcycles me, and he can go Ice Golem right now, and he's going to probably make me a sad sir if that happens. If he goes Ice Golem, I have to kill the Ice Golem with the Royal Ghost, and then I don't know if I can activate King Tower afterward. Oh, wait, what? What are you doing? Oh, please, 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 get a hit, get a hit. No! It trolled me. I shouldn't have dropped the Royal Ghost. The Royal Ghost was stupid. It hurt me. It hurt me more than it helped. Okay, he's Skeletonsing. I think he's able to fully shut this down with a small spell or something, or an Ice Spirit. That wasn't the Ice Spirit that you were looking for, Chief. Oh, that was definitely not the Ice Spirit you were looking... Oh my gosh, we're in the damage lead. Just like that, the Fisher Boy. It claps and slaps people. I'm telling you, this deck is so annoying to play against, and it's about to get a bit more problematic for our opponent. The Witch. The Wicked Witch of the West. Oh my gosh, she actually is in the West. She's West Coast out here, guys. Alright, I think he's going to go in. That's what I would expect, so I'm just going to go Ghost here. Then we can Fisher Boy afterward. Please pull the Hog Rider. Don't be a stupid Fisher Boy. Don't be a stupid Fisher Boy. Be a smart Fisher Boy. It's a smart Fisher Boy. That's the boy we lack. Alright, we go for this, and then we go and for Royal Hogs afterward, I think. Does he have Fireball? He does, right? I'm screwed. I'm stupid. Maybe he doesn't have Elixir. I'd love to see the Musketeer go into this, but it's not going to. He played that really, really well. So if opponents play well, I think they kind of deserve to get damage on you, you know? So I'll just take the L from that interaction, I guess. Yoink to boot. Hey, yoink to boot. Boot in a boot. Canadian. Canada OP. To be honest, no one actually says oot in a boot in Canada. Sorry, though. It's definitely accented. Alright, we're going to Giant Skeleton on the same side as his Musketeer. If I go for Royal Ghost, pretty nice. Giant Skeletons are very obnoxious for our opponent. He's cycling Musketeer and he's going to cannon me. I think I just arrows on everything. Maybe I can kill it quicker. And then Mother Witch. One thing that I've noticed is you want to go in for the Fisherman a little bit earlier because it will still... Oh my gosh, the Giant Skeleton just won me the game. Well, the game's over. Honestly, you just look at the game sometimes and you're like, there's too much stuff on the map with this deck. They really need to nerf this. Like, severely need to nerf this. We got to 20 wins with 1 loss. That's pretty cool. Let me take that. Easy. 20 win challenge. We did it. Let's go. Yo, you guys proud of me? We collected the 20 win challenge. No big deal. Easy. Ugh. If you guys didn't watch that already, I got... Well, I did get 20 wins on this account, but on my other account, I also have 20 wins. But the 20 wins was not from the season that we wanted. Where is my thing? The saddest 19 wins you'll ever see. Where is it? Does it even show my badge? Yeah, so I got 19 wins. The VOD is still up if you guys want to watch it. I did stream that live as well. And I showed all my losses, all my mistakes. I only tried once and I risked it. And I could have gotten way worse than, 19 wins. And that would have been pretty embarrassing for me. But, it was cool. It was cool to at least get 19. We lost against the player. I think he's top 20 in the world right now. Let's see. He was earlier. Yeah, so this is the player I lost against. I lost against this guy and he hard countered me for my 20 win challenge. So, I lost against someone with an 8,400 personal best. Very, very, very unlucky to play against him when you're 19-2. And he hard countered me with like a Earthquake, Archer Queen, Royal Delivery deck. And I had a Golem Elixir Collector deck. So I was never going to break through because he just Earthquaked and I couldn't get Elixir advantage. All right, let's keep going. What's your favorite country? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't really have a favorite country. There's a lot of amazing people all around the world, so I don't really have a favorite country from that perspective. Also, if I told you, like, a favorite country, I wouldn't really necessarily know because I haven't really experienced all those different countries in the world. Hey, Jake, thank you for being a Sir. It's always relaxing to know that you assert dominance in every video. Yo, yeah, I definitely do assert dominance in every video, but that isn't to say that I assert dominance all the time. For instance, a lot of times when I'm trying out meme decks, I'll completely fail and I won't upload the video if it's like a deck that doesn't work or a meme that doesn't work. And then I'll make adjustments to make the deck work. So for instance, yesterday I was playing a Firecracker Hog Rider deck and it had nothing else besides Firecracker and 1 Elixir spells. So you could probably see the issue here. If your only source of damage is Firecracker and your opponent's got arrows, giant graveyard, well, you definitely lose the game. There's nothing you can do there. Like, you are definitely... The arrows comes down, it kills my Firecracker, and then I just automatically lose. And even if the guy is, like, 1,000 trophies lower than me and, like, way worse than me at the game, there's nothing I could do to make it work. So I'm like, okay, we have to change this. We have to make this better for me. We need to figure out a way of making this deck be a stronger candidate for something that will work out in the future. So that's what I did. And... this is not looking good, by the way. He's got Bomb Tower as well. We activated King Tower with Giant Skeleton. If you guys haven't done that before, it's pretty important to do. But, yeah, just being 100% transparent with you guys. Like, a lot of times, my videos take a ton of time to create. Like, if decks fail over and over and over again, then I don't use them ever. But usually it's a ton of trial and error to make garbage decks or meme decks work. Like, usually... the meme versions of the decks, I don't get the best version of the meme deck right out of the jump. I subbed out the Firecracker for a Fisherman, and then the deck worked wonderfully. So it's cool to be able to do that. But yeah, I just want to be 100% transparent with you guys if you didn't know that already. You also might, I guess a lot of people also have the misconception that I don't try like that hard or don't struggle that hard when I'm doing meme decks. Just from that perspective. A lot of times when I actually get the good meme deck and I'm lower trophies, I will not struggle and I'll win a lot of games over and over and over again. But to get the right meme deck, it takes forever. A lot of times. The creation process of videos and decks, specifically creating decks, is not easy. I think this matchup is very bad. He probably built it to hard counter this deck. We'll see if we can make it happen. If the Giant Scout... Nice! I don't know how that card always finds... Okay. No, 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 no. Please find your way through again, bro. I need you. I need you right now. Alright, we're going to do this. He's going to bomb tower me, and I'm going to lose. But yeah, I lost this game. He played this super well. He had a hard counter to me, so... I think sometimes people, like, if the deck is extremely good, like, this is the best deck in Clash Royale right now. The deck that I'm playing. If it's the best deck in the game, they're probably going to build a deck to hard counter you. So they'll go, like, Giant Skeleton with Bomb Tower, and then, you know, Balloon when you don't necessarily have a good answer to Balloon in the deck besides Zappies. So if I can Zappies here and I have the right card cycle, I'm fine. But I didn't have the right card cycle, so I just lost the game. This is a definition of a hard counter. Nothing you can really do there. Well played to our opponent with the Tornado as well. Bomb Tower Tornado with Balloon is the worst matchup that you could play against with this deck. If he has Fireball as well, that wouldn't be surprising. Oh, he's got Snowball. Still got some nice pushback effects. So, yeah, there's really no outplay potential. Oh, this is a Smurf account, too. Because he's, like, less than 4,000 trophies. That's pretty cool, I guess. Or interesting for me. I haven't played against any Smurf accounts yet. At least that I know of. But yeah, this guy is running on his second account, just like me. Hey, let's go. I think you got sniped. Maybe, but it's harder to get sniped at like, until I get to like 30 wins or whatever, I can get, it's like less likely for me to get sniped. Very bad matchup though. What's your favorite E-Giant deck? My favorite E-Giant deck, ooh. I like them with Mirror a lot because I think they're stronger. I think the regular ones without Mirror are terrible right now. So if you're not running Mirror, you're not doing it correctly. I love the Clash Royale content. Out of the curiosity, are you going to be able to play any other games on the channel? Sometimes I do if they're sponsored, but for the most part, I don't want to hurt my source of income and my actual, like, you know, job. So whenever you create a video that gets less views, it will hurt your channel. So I try not to do that unless I'm paid money on the channel. For full transparency, I don't really do that on Clash Royale, on my Clash Royale channel, because I love Clash Royale, so there's no point in me trying to switch to another game. And then also on top of that, if I didn't enjoy Clash Royale, that would make sense. But if you actually like the game and there's an opportunity cost of you just losing like subscribers and losing money and also like annoying people that only want to watch Clash Royale content, then there's no point in you doing that. So for me, there's no point in me doing that on this specific channel. I do have a second channel that I upload whatever the heck I want. And I even have a Clash mini video on that channel. So if you want to check that out, it's called More Tag. I'm pretty sure you will not be disappointed by that. So check that out if you haven't already. More Tag is what it's called, and hopefully you enjoy, man. So that's my second YouTube channel. Alternatively, I could have activated King Tower with a bowler there, but I think this is also pretty good. I think that we're going to get 2 piggies. No, we're going to get more than 2 piggies. How many piggies are we going to get? I think we might Fisherman here, honestly. Might not be a bad decision. If we pull the bowler, it'd be pretty funny. I can now activate King Tower with the Mirror Fisherman and then go for Zappies on the Balloon. Game plan initiating. This is so dope. If you guys don't do this, you got to use this against... Okay, that's pretty smart. Might still activate. One more? That's all good. No bowler and cycle, so I'm going to Royal Hogs here, especially since, like, if you Inferno Dragon under Royal Hogs, it's going to be a really bad trade. So here's the thing. Freeze is out of cycle. So without Freeze, how are you going to be able to break through Zappies? Do I split 2 Zappies in the left? Because then it's able to stop the Balloon, and then if you Balloon in the right-hand side, I still have something. I think that's our best bet. I think sometimes you have to split up your stuff to get most value possible. All right, we're going to do this, and we're going to go in for a Fisherman, because his Inferno Dragon's out of cycle, so then he doesn't have a good answer to the Giant Skeleton. I'm just trying to keep my opponent's Elixir low so we can get more value. That's the game plan here. If you guys don't know, well, now you know. And then we're going to be able to kill everything, and if you Tornado Freeze, it's not going to be able to finish it off, so we're spending a bit too much Elixir. A lot too much Elixir. And then I think I Royal Hogs in the right-hand side because he's going to bowler there. And then the Royal Ghost is going to tank, and then he's probably going to lose the game. I think the Royal Hogs in the right-hand side completely take tower, which is not something you would expect, but since they're level 13, they put in so much work. Okay, so I just need arrows here. And I should win. Nice. I think I played that about as well as I could have, and definitely outplayed our opponent. Feels good, man. Let's go. That was a very decisive and dominant W. Yeah, we'll go to the next one. I really, really love this deck. Let's freaking go. All right. Hey, Tag, what's up, man? What's going on? What does anyone know when Clash Mini is going to go worldwide? Yo, dude, I have no clue. I have no idea. It's not a snipe? Yeah, exactly. I try not to say snipes unless I absolutely know. Try to sweat once, please. I'm trying pretty hard, but at the same time, like, if you want me to sweat and not commentate and play my full potential, that's just so boring for me, and I will never do that. Like, I'm trying as hard as I can while I commentate. But, I mean, my best gameplay is, like, me not talking and then just listening to music. And that's just, like, that's not how I want to play games, and I would never really play Clash Royale if I was forced to do that. Like, confined in a prison, only play Clash Royale. You must do it. Like, no, I have freedom. I'm not living in Westworld out here. All right. What's suitable for balloon decks with low trophies? There's the best executioner deck in Clash Royale on this channel. Check that out. It's best executioner deck. That's what it's titled. And if you look at that, that has got the best balloon freeze deck in Clash Royale. Comment tag W. Yes, sir. I'm from Australia. You have a strange face. Well, if you think I have a strange face, it's all good, man. I hope that you have an awesome day. And, you know, if hopefully you continue to watch my strange face, get some more W's and some more global tournament games. We'll see. You inspire me so much. I love when you're trying out decks. Oh, man, I thought he was dropping something there. How tall are you? I'm 5'11". 5'11". Why does this deck use arrows? Because you can mirror arrows and kill musketeers. And then you can mirror arrows, kill zappies. Mirror arrows just gives you a lot of versatility. So the mirror in this deck allows you to stack up multiple giant skeletons in matchups where your opponent has a big beatdown deck. And then if your opponent ends up having log bait, where you're able to arrow on top of stuff that's obviously going to be a bit better. Okay, wait. Yeah, you'll be able to arrows on top of all their bait cards. So, I mean, it's really different depending on what deck you're playing against. I think we're going to lose the giant skeleton. There wasn't too much I could have done there. Arrows are coming down. He's going to arrows and zap and then take a bajillion damage. So I think that I'll probably win this game just based off of this guy's decision making at the start. I don't necessarily agree with his decision to go in for, you know, a balloon at the very start of the match into a giant skeleton bomb, but he did do that. I'm going to go Royal Hogs on the left-hand side, and we'll see what we can do. Barbarians. So yeah, this guy has also got a deck that hard counters us because we don't have Fireball. I don't think anything necessarily hard counters this. The only thing that was a really, really impossible one, I guess, was the giant skeleton balloon, and we almost won that one too. So I shouldn't say hard counter with this deck. It's very, very tough. This is a difficult matchup that we don't have a good matchup in because, as you can see, Balloon, I think Balloon does beat this for the most part. We can still find our way through if we play well enough. Like, the Balloon's going to take my tower. I don't want to arrows that. Just doesn't make sense. Mirror arrows kills the skeleton dragons, but I think the giant skeleton's going to lock onto the tower anyway. So if he does a tower trade here, I think this is well worth it for me. He's going to get barbarians down in the last second. Really smart player dropping his barbarians there too. You know what? I got to give credit to people that play well. Like, if you make that decision, you did about as well as you possibly could have. So respect to you, man. I'm going to go in for Royal Hogs here because I think I need to get damage. If he arrows us, then the Royal Hogs might not be able to take his entire tower, but, you know, it's going okay. Arrows are out of cycle, so I can drop all my zappies in the same side. He has Inferno Dragon, which is a bit obnoxious, but it is what it is. Stacking up multiple giant skeletons isn't a terrible decision. Especially if I can get one down on the other side and then break our way through or something. So, like, I'm going to do this, and then I'll potentially arrows. I think Mother Witch maybe is better. We'll see how this works. Seems like a very flunky and funky situation for me to be in. But I'm hoping that I can arrows on everything here. And then kill it all. Alright, so the giant skeleton didn't break through. And then I'm going to lose. But I played that pretty much perfect, I would say. I don't think I could have done anything different. As you guys saw, I tried to get my giant skeleton through the right-hand side. And then I arrows to finish off all of the lava pups and all that stuff. The guy had a pretty good matchup. He walked away with a win. GG and well played to him. You can't get great matchups all the time, especially if people, like, want to beat your deck. But that was winnable. That was winnable. I just want to highlight the decision that I made that I thought was really, really good at the end. If you guys haven't... Oh, so he's a 20-win player, too, with a hard counter. Feels bad. I want to highlight what I did that I thought was really cool. What was it? Was it this? I think defending this was dope. So being able to know that if I let... All right, here we go. If I drop the zappies and I drop them on the skeleton dragons, what would have happened is he would have zapped on my zappies and I probably would have lost. I decided, hey, I want to be able to kill the lava hound and then arrows everything, and this arrows timing was so cool. Like, look at that. It was so satisfying. And it was just unfortunate that my giant skeleton died at the river instead of, like, getting escorted closer to the tower. So it could have worked out in our favor, maybe. Just a tough matchup, because if he's always able to go in for balloons, and my only counter to the balloon is really zappies, I don't have tornado, I don't have fireball, I don't have snowball to push it off. And I also don't even have... Yeah, I don't really have a counter besides zappies, which can get arrowed and snowballed by our opponent. Going opposite lane, kind of trying to make it a dynamic game, could win us the game. Maybe I could have played a bit better at the start and then not taken as much tower damage. Maybe if I cycle... Did I cycle zappies? I don't know. That was also possibilities. Looks like not enough air answers. It's definitely winnable to win those type of matchups. It's just really tough. And as you can see, let's take a look at his profile. So he's probably pretty good. Yeah, he's top 4,000 in the world right now, and he's a double 20-win player. Yeah, so I mean, this guy is pretty much around my skill level. We're probably around the same skill. Maybe I'm a little bit better. Maybe he's a little bit better. I don't know. But yeah, he's similar skill level as me, and he had a hard counter. So that's all good. Losing those type of games, I don't know. You should just like look at it from that perspective and be like, okay, kind of makes sense. When's your birthday? The 7th of January. The 7th of January. So it's coming up, I guess. It's always weird to have your birthday around Christmas time. It's like, it's always a bit awkward. Hi from America. You have a handsome face, says Magnum Tater. I freaking love you, man. Thank you. I love how you're just like, yo, I gotta contradict the other dude. I freaking love to see it. Okay, so he might drop something. Or maybe he's gonna give me 3 free piggies. Nice! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. What a good start. That gets me animated whenever I see someone do that. That's dope. I'm in a giant skeleton, and then I'm going to go in for a Fisher Boy, and then I'll activate King Tower against the Hog Rider. Unless he's going to zap or tornado, this is so good for us. Giant skeleton is going to be in card cycle. He's not going to end up having bomb tower, so I can rail hogs. So he messed up. Oh, is this... This is Igor. He's way better than me. Great. Can I beat someone 10 times better than me right now? Please. Please. I'll feel good about myself then. All right. Hello, Igor. No, I don't like this. I don't like playing against someone better than me with matchup advantage. Okay. We'll see what we can do. So, if I split zappies, probably not good. I probably want to drop them all on the same side and then giant skeleton because the Valkyrie's out of cycle. All right, so I'm going to focus the entire time. I'm not reading chat this game, guys. Sorry. This guy gets my undivided attention. Might win, might lose, but he is usually in the top 10 in the world at all times. One of the best players to ever touch Clash Royale. Alright. So zappies are going to give us some damage. He might go in for a Hog Rider. We'll pull it, but then he'll go in for skeletons or something probably. We're going to do this. I'm confused. Did he lag out? No, he didn't. Alright, we're just going to do this. The Hog Rider's other side. I do have Zappies, so it's not the end of the world. I'm going to Royal Hogs here. I'll go for Zappies afterwards. Nice. So I think I can Giant Skeleton down. And then kill the Hog Rider and kill the Archer Queen here. Even if you go Archer Queen, that's probably a lot of elixir. Yeah, so we're still winning this. Feels good, man. I'm going to go for a Giant Skeleton in the back. Hog Rider on the other side probably makes sense, but it still counters. Full counters. No damage. Maybe we do a dual lane aggression. I can also go Royal Ghost here, so then maybe it locks onto that first. I definitely don't want to go same side anymore. I'm going to arrows here so we can kill the bomb tower a bit faster. Hog user are going to give us a lot of damage. Nice. Doesn't kill the Archer Queen because he placed it well. Got a double giant skeleton. Did you guys like that? I enjoyed that one thoroughly. I love how it didn't break through. That was pretty funny. Alright, we're gonna do this. Royal Ghost takes the targeting. It was probably a bad Mother Witch. It doesn't really make much sense. That didn't make sense at all. We did 1,000,000 damage on the right-hand side, so I think I can probably win this if... Okay, he's going to try to rocket cycle me. That's interesting. Can I just arrows him? Pull his Valkyrie with the Fisherman and kill it? I just want the Giant Skeleton to kill the Archer Queen, so that's why I arrowed there. If the Fisherman locks, then it's great. He's gonna Valkyrie? Can you not be so good at the game right now, Igor? I know you're better than me. I don't appreciate you being better than me. Man, this rocket cycle is going to be a killer. I should be arrowsing him more. Okay, I win. Alright, so I just beat a CRL World Finalist OP player. Let's go. So if you guys didn't know this guy, he's one of the best players in the entire world. He won the CR World Finals with Surgical Goblin, Diego B, and was a part of Team Liquid. So this is his second account, not his. So just to prove it, he finished number 2 in the world in a global tournament, and then finished number 12 in the world. Oh no, actually, he finished number 2 in the world overall, and then finished number 12 in the world in Royal tournaments. So yeah. And he ended up having Valkyrie with Bomb Tower, and I won that. Let's go. That's dope. So it just shows you that this deck is really, really, really good. But yeah, when I lost the last game against this guy, he had a good matchup, and unfortunately, I just wasn't able to outplay it. He was actually a good player, despite him being toxic and BMing. This guy is way better, though, and he also had a good matchup. Woo! GG SirTag beating a CRL Pro is no easy feat. Yeah, man. That was absolutely sick. Man, I'm having such a good day today. Thanks for everyone that's here. Love from Illinois, the state of corn and farming. It's pretty boring here, but your streams and videos are awesome. Guys, I feel like, I don't know. I'm just way happier in life right now. And I'm playing better too. I think that's another thing. Like if you're working out, if you're happier, everything else just comes together. You know, like if you ever have issues, like I had 2 videos that I was supposed to upload today, and I wasn't even intending to stream. But I accommodated the situation. I streamed. I was like, might as well just do it. And it's working out way better than expected. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see how far we can get. Maybe we can get even further. I have no idea. Wow, that was really, really fun. Let's freaking go. Why'd you move to the West Coast? My girlfriend has a really good job in a tech industry. So I kind of just wanted to follow her there and just be like, you know, even though I'm like happier in Boston with my family and stuff, it does make sense for me to explore and try new places in the world instead of just staying secluded in Boston my entire life without not experiencing anything. And also on top of that, it's nice to be in close proximity to the person that you love. Opinion on Expo. So my opinion on Expo is this. I think Expo is a very difficult deck to play. So because it's difficult to play, it's not played by a lot of people, but it's also very boring. I don't personally enjoy playing a deck that takes the time to go to 5 minutes every single time. If you play a deck that is always going to 5 minutes every single game, you just have more patience than me. I'm not that patient of a person. I play mobile games because I want to have fun and fast-paced games. You play like League of Legends or something, then it's usually like you're waiting around in the fountain before anything happens, and it can just get really boring. And I'm not about that life. Alright, so we're going to go in for a Fisher Boy here to go and yoink the Giant. And we'll see what we can accomplish afterward. Alright, so we're going to go in for this. And then this. And then Hopefully going for zappies afterward. I think if we just keep pulling all this stuff, we can win. Okay, that didn't really work out. I was like, maybe we can just pull off this W. It didn't really work out as planned, but it is what it is. It's still a lot of damage. You know what? This is going pretty well. Always forget to use the creator code. Love your videos, though. Thanks for the tips and good vibes. Thank you for the $5, man. And I just want to say, like, all the money from the creator code, all the money that you guys spend from donations, all that stuff, specifically from the creator code and the sponsorships, that's my biggest source of money. If you guys ever see sponsorships on my channel, I know it can be annoying. I know those 60-second ads kind of suck to look at. But it's just like something that you can even skip or just realize, like, hey, it's a free-to-play game that you don't have to download or anything if you don't want to. If you do download it, generally does help out my channel a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that really quick. Like, creator code and that are just massive for us. So thank you. Thank you so much for the donation and the support. Means a lot, man. Alright, so the mini P.E.K.K.A is going to die. I think I'm going to probably lose my tower here. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I think I lose this one. I think Sparky is probably very good because I don't have any resets. So, I think this is also a bad matchup for the deck. Potentially. If he's got, like, Mirror Giant, then it's more of an issue. Because he can mirror up his Sparky, he can mirror up his Giant. He can definitely create situations that are uncomfortable for me. I mean, the Giant Skeleton with the Fisherman... Okay, no, he's just going to drop a Giant again. Because I was going to say, maybe we could kill it because we're going to pull everything in. But if you can just consistently tank and then win that way, like, credit to you. You built a deck that was really cool and does hard counter me if you get a good cycle. So, very, very well played on our opponent's end, though. It's just one of those things that, like, you would hope that that wouldn't be the case, but... Okay, no, he didn't have the hard counter because he didn't have error. He didn't have Dark Prince. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. He had the Minion Horde version. I thought he's going to have, like, the Dark Prince mini P.E.K.K.A arrows, like, mirror one. If you have mirror Sparky with Dark Prince, then it's, like, impossible to win that, I'd say. The Minion Horde didn't really do much for him, but he can still arrow zap the zappies. I just want to look at that and see if we could have improved any way. You know, a lot of times when you lose games, like, it's... Maybe you would think it's a bad matchup, but you always have to change your opinion if, like, it's in actuality not. Let's just see what we could have done differently. So I cycled the Giant Skeleton here into a Sparky. Oh, no, I cycled my Zappies into a Sparky, and he says good luck because he knows he got a pretty lucky starting with me overcommitting with the Zappies and then not having a good trade. Yeah, so I think literally cycling the Zappies at the start lost me the game, which is kind of crazy to think about, but this guy played really well with the mirrored up Giant and then mini P.E.K.K.A because the mirrored up Giant, again, as you guys can see, it just does too much damage. Arrow Zap finishes off the Zappies, and I think the mirror, specifically in this matchup, ruins us. Usually, you're the one with the mirror. You can, like, accommodate your opponent and screw them over, but he's using mirror and messing me up, and I don't like that. It's such a good mini P.E.K.K.A in the other side to snipe the Fisherman as well. Like, a lot of times people don't appreciate when your opponent plays well. Like, this guy did play really, really well. There wasn't a single decision that he made that was bad. Every single one of them was good. So, credit where credit is due. Great player. And it's, again, another Smurf account. Dude, I think when you get to 20 wins or whatever in this tournament, you're just playing against good players the entire time. We played against Igor. We played against a Smurf account before that. We played against a Lava Hound player that's around my skill level. And then we played against another Smurf account there. That's nutty. That's really nutty. That guy was super, super good. All right, we keep going. Can I get a match with you even if I'm on one win? No, you can't. You can only get against me if you're at the highest wins. How do you never get angry? Because I expect to lose. I expect to lose sometimes. If you never expect to lose, then you're not playing like the game with a full set of brain power. Also, if you guys are enjoying this, the easiest way of you guys helping out the channel is liking the video. If you like it, then the video gets pushed out to more people, and then I'm able to stream more often. I'm able to create more videos. It boosts my subscribers, and all you guys have to do is like the video for that to happen. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I'm just saying that out as a mechanism of helping me out without donating. Likes help a lot. So thank you guys. And also subscribe if you want to. Subscribing gives you guys notifications because I stream or I put out a video every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern. What's your favorite part of the constructing a deck to play? So here's the thing. Much like with life, a lot of times things are crappy. Sometimes the deck at the start is crappy and it never works. And then when I do get a really interesting, unique deck working and I can make a good video out of it because I'm winning like 5 or 6 games in a row with it, that's dope. Then I'm super satisfied, and that is the best part about creating the deck. The failures make the successes so much more sweet, and that's with life as well. When you know, don't do well in life and, you know, you're having some problems, and then when it gets better and life gets a lot easier for you, then you're going to be more happy, you know? So that's just something to keep in mind with everything. If you ever have a low, it makes the high that much better. Makes the highs feel even higher because you're always comparing things in your brain. We're going to go Zappies here, and then I'm going to go for a Fisherman because it's got higher HP. I would have preferred to go Giant Skeleton, but this is also okay. Maybe we can kill the Miner a bit faster that way. The Giant Skeleton's got ridiculous high health points, and then also on top of that, it would tank. Yeah, I think we're going to have some problems because if I Mother Witch, this is my best possible card order. Well, this is my best possible decision that I could make with my card order, and it's still not that great. But we're getting a ton of piggies. Why does he have Inferno Tower? What? What? Where did we go wrong? How do we play against this? This doesn't make sense. He's going to go Skeleton Army after the Mother Witch locks onto the tower. Yeah, that was obvious. So just knowing what your opponent will do is extremely important if you want to win more games. Because I knew his card order. I knew what he did last time. I knew after you drop Inferno Tower and Fireball, you're not going to have anything besides Skeleton Army. And then knowing that he's going to Lava Hound in the back in like 3, 2, 1, whenever he has enough Elixir, it's going to go down. Because my Royal Hogs are out of cycle. It makes sense for him to do that. He also doesn't have Inferno Tower in cycle, so, ooh, that's bad. I don't agree with that. Because even if you Fireball in the Zappies, you're going to have some problems. He's not going to have Inferno Tower back in cycle for a bit, so I can go Giant Skeleton here. And then if he Fireballs here, I can maybe go for a Mother Witch. Or just let this go, because he'll go into Inferno Tower and Fireball, probably. What is he doing? He's dropping Miner and Fireball? That's not the right play at all. Okay, so very nice for us. We get Piggies instead. And then we keep up the same card cycle, because remember, he had arrows last time with Inferno Tower, and that doesn't work well for him. This does not work well for him at all. We can arrows on the Skeleton Army when it comes down. He's trying to bait it. Yeah, so I'm just going to arrows on the minions as well. Try to keep the Mother Witch alive if possible. That worked out so much better than I thought it would. That's sick. Go, guys. I mean, Giant Skeleton here, it's going to tank. And we Mother Witch afterward. As long as the Baby Dragon doesn't lock on, that's fine. I love that he's Fireballing there because the 2 piggies are going to tank. Okay, I messed up. I didn't have enough Elixir for the arrows. You can still maybe make this work if the Giant Skeleton's able to kill the rest of his stuff. The Royal Ghost, like, locks onto the tower or something. It's going to lock, I think. He's going to have to Fireball this. Nice! We completely outplayed him there. That's great. I'm so happy about that because we know he's going to Fireball. He doesn't have Fireball in cycle for the Mother Witch. So, we'll see how this goes. Giant Skeleton here. Let the Baby Dragon do its thing. It should die. We've got Mirror as well, so this is really, really, really good for us. I'm just going to arrows here. Hopefully the Giant Skeleton is able to find its way through towards the tower. If not, it's okay. Nice. So you guys can beat Lava Hound. It's just like, I think the Arrow Zap version, I just want to extremely like highlight the losses that we've had. Most of the losses that we've had have been to Arrow Zap because it kills the Zappies. And that, even though it's a -1 trade, it kills my only real card that can kill Balloon. Or it can kill the card that I'm trying to defend the Giant with. So if my Zappies die, or if he's able to eliminate a Fisherman that's about to die with Arrow Zap, or Arrow Zap here again, with Barbarians because I can't Fireball to break through them, it's going to be harder. But since he had Skeleton Army and he had Fireball, I was able to make outplay potential, right? I knew when he would go for a Skeleton Army, I knew that it was the only available card. Because I knew his card cycle, I was able to punish him and win the game. And it's really satisfying to be able to make those plays. This game, again, double small spell that really, really tough with Bomb Tower, of course, and then the Balloon. So I think Balloon has been our arch nemesis when it has other good defensive cards like Barbarians or Bomb Tower, Tornado, Snowball. If you lose those games, don't feel super bad about yourself. But if you lose against a Lava Hound game, most of the time, if they don't have Balloon, and they don't have Balloon Fireball, or they don't have Balloon Arrow Zap, then you're probably going to still be able to win. So just keep a good mindset from that perspective. And even then, like, most players are not going to be as good as the I Last Dream person and going for the giant skeleton, or going for the mirror giant at the exact timing, knowing like the arrow zap would do 1,000,000 damage. Like, this guy just outplayed me, I think. And he also had a good matchup. So I want to highlight that again. How do you know card order or card cycle so well? Because I play this game a lot. I've been playing it for 6 years. I was a professional player that won $5,000. And I kind of play for fun now. But at the same time, like, just memorizing card cycle is kind of natural to me at this point. One thing that you can do is it takes 4 cards to cycle back to another card. So if they go for giant skeleton, it's going to take skeletons, archer queen, cannon, and then maybe royal hogs. It'll take 4 cards. So you can just memorize that and be like, oh, they're not back to it because they haven't dropped 4 cards. Hopefully that helps. Is there any deck that you actually hate going against? I know B-Rad hates Expo. Much like B-Rad, I hate playing against Expo Rocket Cycle because the games go on forever, and it makes me a bit of a sad sir losing against that. How are you still motivated to play Clash? Because I play Clash my way. Compared to everyone else, I think I screw around by far the most and genuinely just don't care about what gives me like the most amount of views from, like, you know, pushing up ladder and then getting really high ranks and stuff. I rather, for me, like, my highest rank would be like top 1,000, top 2,000. I get way more views when I do that. And I'm doing a few of those videos soon where I push up and I try hard. But I don't care. Like, if you guys watch what I do on the channel, it's almost always something that I enjoy because that's the way that it's sustainable for me. If I'm doing Mimi decks at like a lower trophy count and screwing around with a deck that should never work, like a 2.2 elixir, like Electro Giant deck, and in winning with that, it's so much more fun for me to play Clash Royale that way. So that's how I am able to enjoy the game for a long period of time, because I'm playing it my way and no one else's. Should I be doing it a different way? Maybe, but you know, I think for Clash Royale to be sustainable for me for the long term, I got to enjoy the game, and that's how hopefully I'll always be able to do, and hopefully that makes sense. All right, really good Goblin Barrel from him because I wanted to go in, but I can't now. I wanted to go Giant Skeleton in the back. I think I'm going to go and split up Royal Hogs here and then potentially arrows depending on what he does. Assuming he goes in for guards, but he's just going to go for a Valkyrie, so... Actually, I will arrow that. I think it's worth it. Because maybe we can get the Zappies onto the tower now, and they wouldn't do that previously. I should have arrowed a lot faster, so that was a bad timing, but it is what it is. I can go Royal Ghost, and I can go in for... Yeah, I'm going to go Royal Ghost here on the Ice Spirit. Wonder what he does, because we can Giant Skeleton on the Goblin Barrel and then not take too much damage. Like, the thing is, if he goes Royal... Yeah, if he does that, just do this, and then go for Zappies afterward. So Zappies should counter almost all of the Goblins, because notice how the 2 Goblins on the outside are targeting my Zappies instead. Pretty important stuff. I'm going to use Fisherman here so we can pull the Valkyrie away. Arrows on that almost immediately. And then I think I can even go in for Royal Hogs here, because he's going to log so he doesn't have much elixir. I don't think you can rocket that. I don't think you can afford the rocket. So because you can't afford rocket, I don't know if the Valkyrie's even able to kill this. We're going to go Zappies here and then go for a Royal Ghost. I went Zappies in front because I knew that he would probably go Princess. So usually you go Zappies in the back, but the Zappies in the front there were the right play. So that's also another thing that I didn't really communicate, but super important to think through what your opponent's going to do. We're going to arrows this. I was trying to wait a little bit because I wanted to hit the Valkyrie too. I think I played that pretty well. And what I'm going to do is I'm expecting the Inferno Tower, so I go Royal Hogs. Then the Royal Hogs take the targeting, so then the Giant Skeleton gives us more value, and obviously is way more annoying. We're going to wait a couple seconds. I'm going to expect that to do a lot of damage. The Inferno Tower, okay, it didn't. I was hoping it would. It's fine, though, because we can still get the piggies through and do some damage and some work. Like, look at that. Isn't that ridiculous? Because I can just arrows on the Goblin Barrel now. I'm not going to miss it. I'm not bad at the game. Okay, yeah. He knows that I'm not bad at the game, so he gives me the respect. Rarely do people miss that if they're actually decent. The piggies, again, are going to go in front of the Giant Skeleton to make him annoyed. And then he's going to go in for guards, which we can arrow. He has to go guards. You have to go guards. You can't not go guards. You need to go guards. You need to go guards, brother. Brother, why aren't you listening to me, brother? Okay. Well, this is funny. You can't go Princess. We just go Mother Witch, go Zappies. He has to rocket this. Zappy should still be able to kill. And then we arrows him. And we walk away to win. GG. I just saw his guy. I just saw his name. He likes furries. What a civilized sir. Oh my goodness. You love to see it. Oh my goodness. I want to see like profile pictures that you can customize. I think that'd be so sick. All right. Well, we're climbing up. 24 wins. Let's freaking go, guys. Today has been a grind. This deck looks so fun. Yeah, it's the best deck in the game if you get good matchups. Mic lag. It's not mic lag. It's the game audio. Sorry about that. Sometimes that does happen. Let me know if it's better now. Is the audio better now? Damn static? Yeah. I'm super sorry about that. Static happens and I can't necessarily fix it. When are you going to lose? You're a legend. I'm just trying my hardest, man. We'll see what happens. Such a civilized sir. Yeah. Why is there a donor message? Why the donor message? Oh, man. All right. I'm glad it's fixed. All right. Let's keep playing. Let's go. Wow, guys, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the support today. That's crazy. We usually don't get 1,000 likes in like an hour, I guess. So we're popping off today. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. No, he's got lava in his name. Okay, well, I need some good luck here, guys. We need the best luck. Otherwise, we might be having some trouble. If I Royal Hogs here and I arrows, it could... No, dude, I don't want this. Can I get the refund button? Can we click the go back button? This is troublesome. These arrows me or something so then I can go Royal Ghost. Nice, giant skeleton. Gonna be a thick boy. He gonna be a good boy. Please just save my butt. Giant skeleton, just save my butt. This is so stupid. Why did I arrow? Not dead. We're good. We're chilling. It worked out. It worked out as planned. Guys, I don't know about you, but we're even right now. We're both at 2 towers. Don't say anything else other than that, all right? Don't doubt me for a single second. Oh no, he's got poison. Oh wait, actually that's good. If he's bad, like we can get a Royal Ghost here, but we kind of got starting handed by him going in for by him being able to go in for that. So very unlucky, I guess. Him having Barbarians and then Lava Hound in his starting hand. It is part of the game though. You can't always get lucky. Okay, he's gonna get Barbarians counter push on probably. Oh, he's probably not dead, but you know, on the pathway to dying. Not dead yet. Come on. No, giant scout. That's so troll. Okay, so sometimes games go like this, and you're like, okay, I wish it didn't go this way, but we will be unlocking all the rewards soon. So if you guys want to see me unlock the rewards, unless I can make a stellar comeback, unless I can do something crazy here, we're still gonna hype it up. We're still gonna gas it up. We're still gonna try to pull it through. If I can 3-crown him, then there's a chance. Wait, he's cycling all of his stuff on the left-hand side. Dude, I don't care about that tower anymore. Giant skeleton, just give me the value. You know you wanted to. You know you want to give me the sauce, bro. He's not giving me the sauce. He's giving me the juice, and we got destroyed. Well, it is what it is. I think, as you can see, if you play against Barbarians, Lava Hound, this is the hard counter to our deck. This is the one deck that you don't want to be playing against. I think it's the only really, really tough matchup. Did all my losses come from this? Like, most of my losses come from it? I think so. GG and well played to him. Tau Lava, he's obviously a Lava Hound one-trick with his name. And he played it really well. Had a good starting hand and beat me. But here we go, guys. We're going to unlock all the bonuses, and we'll see what we can get. And then if you really want me to, guys, I'm willing to play in the Clan Wars. Okay, so he's top 300 in the world with a good matchup. Right? So this is kind of what we expect. If we play against someone 300 in the world at 7,000 trophies with a good matchup, there's not a huge chance that I can win that, right? It's not always going to be easy. But we did finish at 24 wins. That's not the worst thing in my world. Usually when I try, I get around 24, 25, maybe 30 wins if I'm really trying and like doing well. But yeah, I usually range from like from 20 to 30 wins in all my attempts. So 24 isn't that bad. Let's get all the rewards. I don't have 500 gems. 1 second. Be right back. Let me fix that real quick. All right. Meanwhile, we will unlock all this. We'll fix the gems really quick. You get a $100 dono, so we will fix that. You guys are gonna be you dirty freaking gemmer. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I told you I was gonna unlock it, and I do have to level up this count to max if I want to. So, yeah, let's do it. Getting the gold, getting the 3 musketeers. The good thing about this is like being able to power through and just get more stuff is nice. Like my rail delivery is not maxed out. Goblins, they said that they're changing goblins to a different card. That would be cool. Like this regular stab goblins are gonna get changed to become a different card, so that'll be interesting. Getting the gold, getting the gems, getting the ice golem, wizard, executioner. Let's go. All right, so be back 1 second. You guys will see me here on full face cam for a sec as we do this. If you guys have any questions, let me know, because meanwhile, we're going to be like logging into my Clash Royale account and gemming it up real quick. Collect the masteries. You might get... Are you sure? Do I get gems from the mastery? No, I don't. I don't get any gems from the masteries. Unfortunate. But it is what it is. It doesn't... like, I was going to gem this account eventually, so... It's important to have a second account. We'll do that really, really, really quick. But yeah, if you guys have any questions in life, let me know. I learned how to play Clash Royale from you. Dude, that's dope. I feel like I get that a lot, and it just makes me happy every single time. I feel like at a certain point, it shouldn't. But it never gets old for me. All right. Where it at? Wait, I need to make sure my creator code is in. Creator code SirTag in. Yo, we get a discount out of here. That's what's up. All right. All the offers are pretty bad besides Pass Royale, which is pretty discouraging, I guess. Oh, we could have Pass Royale instead. Would that be smarter? Does Pass Royale give me 100 gems? Do you guys know if Pass Royale gives me 100 gems? I don't know. I'm just going to get the gems right now instead, and then we'll figure it out later. Loading up the gems. All right, we're all set. Sheesh. We out here. You guys get to see the full face cam experience. And then here's back to business. All right, so you guys saw no gems, and now we see the gems. Oh, man. Yeah. The only reason we're ever able to do this, by the way, is because of your guys' support. So thank you so much. All right. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie about that. Here we go. Let's see what we can get. Woo! Getting the wild card. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's get that bread. Getting gold? Well, you definitely need that to upgrade your stuff. Wild cards are OP as well, just to upgrade things faster. Epics. Expo. Giant Skeleton. Most broken card in the game right now. It's actually the best card in Clash Royale, in my opinion. Also getting gold. Tons of wild cards there, too. Let's freaking go. I think that this is better than Grand Challenge rewards. Like, the fact that I'm getting so many chests, and we're not even close to the end. We're still getting gold. We're still getting wild cards. Please just give me... Oh my gosh, this is the biggest chest. I thought it was like a super magical for a second, but they don't skimp out on that. They don't skimp out on that. Nice. Wild cards again. I'm really hoping for a legendary that I don't have on this account, because I don't have every single card unlocked right now. Hoping that I get something that's unlocked, or I don't have yet. Archers or Mortar, this is tough because I love Mortar as a card concept. Archers are good with like very few decks, whereas Mortar I think is one of the best defensive cards in the game. Hog Rider or Rocket, you guys already know the deal. Hog Rider is like gonna probably be one of our best win conditions in this deck. And then Skeleton Dragons and Skeleton Barrel, they're both not very good. I'd love to re-roll those, but I can't. Oh, this is so tough for me because I love Dark Goblin. I love Inferno Tower. We got very lucky with both of them. I think I'm going to pick Dark Goblin just because I like the card a little bit more. Legendary, and we don't get a champion, do we? I'm really confused. Do I get a champion? No, what do I get? Why is there something else there? All right, Sparky or Night Witch. These are both some of the worst legendaries in the game. I'll pick Sparky because I think it's better than Night Witch. And we get epics, baby dragons or wall breakers. Definitely gonna pick wall breakers because then maybe it's more of a win condition with like cycle decks that I could be running. Nice. Let's go. Getting cannons. Did that seriously only give me 100 gold? Oh, that's pretty weird. And then we get another magical chest. So yeah, this value that you get from this is insane. So we'll definitely take that. So the battles are still ongoing. I guess we'll see where we end up finishing with 24. I don't think it's top 100, but it might be like top 700 or something. And yeah, I'll do my clan war battles as you guys wanted to see. So you guys get to experience that as well. So we're just going to go black screen so no one can like send me a whole bunch of dating site website. All right, I'm going to be real with you guys right now. I showed my email address once. Do you know how many dating sites you guys signed me up for? You signed me up for every single one of them imaginable. I didn't know that some of these existed, and yet y'all signed me up for it. So you guys are sadistic sirs sometimes. Or maybe it's just a few of you guys. You get 300 gems from your second masteries. Yeah, but I didn't have any masteries. I haven't like leveled them up. I should click on them and do that. But yeah, I haven't yet. And now we're going to do our war day. War day for our clan is always extremely important. There is some hype here. As you guys can see, we're right now in last place by a little bit. So we need to win and focus up and do our best for our clan. Should do more collabs with other content creators. It generally doesn't do so well. A lot of people don't like watching collabs like that. But I love it. I know you guys love it. It's just unfortunate that it's not necessarily like the best. Did you watch The Boys? It's Yummers. I watched The Boys. It was very, very good. I think some of the things didn't make sense. I don't want to give spoilers. I almost said like one of the biggest things. Like people did not die in the show when they should have. So that was like that was the biggest thing that was upsetting for me. Whereas like, you know, like if a character has served their purpose in the show, they should probably be let go instead of like staying in the show for too long. That's like my biggest concern with any show is like sometimes it goes on for too long and you're like, but it was so good in season 1. Why did it get so bad? Kind of like Lost, right? Like Lost was one of the best shows in existence. So freaking good. And then it just gradually got worse and worse as time went on. Sadly, but that's just how it was. I don't think the Archer Queen gives him a hit, so I'm not going to spend... Okay, it did give him a hit. My bad. I'm going to go for a Fire Spirit here. It doesn't do that much damage anymore. Also, a lot of you guys don't know this, but Fire Spirit does not kill Lava Pups anymore. Fire Spirit does not kill Lava Pups. So that's an interaction that I had no clue about, but then I became very sad when I realized that. Also, Queen, what are you doing with your Magic Archer? You're Dracula, but you are not sucking in the way that you want. That was bad. We like those. So, Lost is always bad. No, Lost was not always bad. Lost was amazing. You missed a dono? Did I? If I missed another one, let me know. Were you open to doing a grand challenge right now? No, I can't do a grand challenge right now because on my main channel, usually the content has to be very deliberate and have a purpose. Otherwise, like, people will click off and then it'll, like, get less views and be worse for the algorithm and then hurt my, you know, my job, kind of, so to say. But on my second channel, just to be completely transparent with you guys, I meme around. I do the dumbest stuff imaginable. So if you guys haven't subscribed to my second channel, SirTag on YouTube, you could ask whatever and I'd probably do it. And I also play games with you guys as well. So for instance, if you guys ever wanted to play against me in a 1v1, I will do 1v1s on my second channel called SirTag, but I don't do them here just because they don't get very many views. But I would definitely do that a lot more on my second channel. I still do things that I enjoy on this channel to an extent, but I won't do like things that will like give me 50 or 60% less views. And that is like 1v1s and stuff. So I have like more I have more leeway on what I can do there, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we can get back to skeletons, and then... Is this deck just broken? This deck is stupid. What the heck? Yo! That was an entire tower! Oh my gosh. All right, that wasn't as satisfying as the Igor win, but that was pretty darn satisfying, my dudes. I love that. I thoroughly enjoyed that experience. I defended with Skeleton's Fire Spirit and then cycled another set of Skeletons before he was even back to another card. And I took both towers without even losing one. Yo, Riley, your deck is nutty. Yo, Riley, your deck needs a nerf, man. Holy. Okay, Mighty Miner is the best champion in the game by far. No doubt. There's no doubt about that. This guy makes me just want to run recruits. Do you have a career before YouTube? I taught tennis, and I was in college. That's what I did. I taught tennis every summer, and I taught really rich kids, and that's what I did. Is there any deck that you have? Okay, so yeah, Grand Challenge. Was there anything else? Hope that there were. If there were any other donations that I missed, let me know. Yeah. Princess or Dark Goblin? I like Dark Goblin in that deck most of the time because it's more consistent, but I also like Princess because it gives you the ability to hit the tower from the river and give you another source of like damage. I think Princess is probably worse if you're worse at the game, but I think Princess is better if you're better. That's my initial suspicion. You guys can come up to your own conclusion. I play the one that I'm worse at because in Clan Wars, I'm generally going to be better than the people I play against, so I can practice and mess around with different decks. So that's what I do. This is not a deck I mess around with. This is a deck that I'm very good at. This is one of my best decks in Clash Royale. If I lose this, I'll be a little bit disappointed in myself, but you know, you don't win every game that you play. Also, look at those piggies just putting in mad work. One thing that's a huge misconception for people is they don't go in for the Goblin Cage here. If they go for the Goblin Cage in a different spot, the Goblin Cage doesn't immediately get on top of the Royal Giant. So, pretty important to do from my understanding of the game. Also, the Zappies are so beautiful. Look at them. They're like trying to help me on the left-hand side. They're like, yeah, you know that giant skeleton might be scary, Jake, but we're not going to reenact Attack on Titan for you. We're chilling. Oh, what can I play if I don't have the champion? Oh, so the last deck, I'm going to be real with you. I don't want to ever lie to you guys and give you false hope. If you're trying to run the last deck as it was, you can't run it and feel good about yourself in any way. There are different log bait decks that you can play, and you can type in SirTagCR log bait, and there's going to be some great log bait decks that come up on the channel that you can play. But you cannot switch it and then get a similar outcome. You can't switch that deck exactly and just swap one card. You have to play a completely different log bait deck. And there are decks on my YouTube channel if you ever have a suggestion. If you ever want to know a deck, you can type in SirTag and then the deck type, and then the deck will come up on your YouTube channel or on your YouTube feed magically, and you guys will get notified for that. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. Anyway, we're going to go in for Royal Recruits, and we'll follow up with the Flying Machine. Flying Machine is incredibly obnoxious for him because he has no way of killing it. Like, he only has Zappies, really. If he had Mega Minion, this would be harder for me, but he doesn't. I think that the Flying Machine is going to take damage to the Death Bomb, but it's fine. It's not like it matters all that much. The Flying Machine still put in mad work. I can Electro Spirit here, so then the Zappy doesn't hit my tower. And then I can go in for Royal Recruits here, and then go Goblin Cage afterward. I'm always going to go Goblin Cage on the Royal Giant because it's just so much easier. Also, this matchup is really in my favor, so I'm surprised that he got it to this point. He's played a lot better than me in this game. Even if I win a game, it's something that I always try to improve on, is like acknowledging, did I have a good matchup here, or did I play well to earn the match? In this specific situation, I had a great matchup. I won because of the matchup. Could have had a lot of things to review and get better in that specific game. Too many people get complacent and they're like, I won the game, I'm great at the game. That's not how it works. When you lose games, sometimes you're going to lose because of bad situations and bad matchups, but you can always do things to improve that. Like you guys saw when I was talking about the Lava Hound things, there were situations that I couldn't have done anything, but I also can do things in matches that I win, right? In matches that I win, I can definitely do things better. So it's just, that's kind of how the game works. Favorite tennis player? Ooh, Roger Federer, dude. He's just pure class. Pure class. How are you so optimistic? I'm not actually the most optimistic person that you'll ever meet. I just really try to be. It's something that's been a work in progress for me, like pretty much all my life. And I'm always trying to improve as a person. Sometimes I definitely do get a little bit down in the dumps when certain things happen. Like I talked about earlier, I guess one thing was we were really struggling with apartments, the fire in the apartment complex, and all these other things, moving across country and then still keeping up with the videos. I was really sad. I was super, super sad for a couple days. And you could see that when I was streaming, and I actually streamed because I needed to get videos. So I try to be optimistic at all points. I'm not always like that, but the main reason why I'm trying to be optimistic, or I try to be as optimistic as possible, is if you're negative, it's like kind of putting yourself at a disadvantage in real life. If you're negative, you're probably going to have a situation that could go really well for you, go worse than it could have went. And what I mean by that is, essentially, if you're negative and pessimistic all the time, you're less likely to have good interactions in life just because you're not prepared for it, or you're not really putting yourself in a position, or you're going to be trying less, or just having a worse mood and you're meeting people and you're trying to get a job, for instance. They're probably not going to want to hire someone that's like always upset and like, you know, annoyed, for instance. Or I guess another thing is like, if I'm upset and I'm thinking that I'm never going to win a game of Clash Royale, right? Then it's probably not going to happen. It's going to be less likely because I'm not prepared to win. I'm not really mentally in the right mindset for that. So if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, or you're feeling like down in the dumps, the more that you feel sorry for yourself, the more likely that you are to just not get yourself out of that situation, or be working towards a better outcome in life. So I always want to be like forward and never really thinking about the past, and just trying to always put myself to be as happy as possible in life. That's kind of my goal. I didn't really articulate that as well as I could have, but my main thing in life is always try to be as happy as possible. And you know, if there's something that I can control, if I'm actually putting myself in a bad mood, just feeling sorry for myself, then that's directly going against the goal of what I want in life. And hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, and you guys are human too. I'm human too. Like, there's no situation in life that you're like gonna feel like perfect all the time. That's just like, that would be a complete lie, right? That'd definitely be a straight up lie to everyone and to yourself. But you know, you can always try to put yourself in better spots. Anyway, this guy's likely going to do a lot of damage. I didn't play that very well. He's going to poison me as well. So I'll talk to you guys about this match because I haven't at all. You can poison a little bit more aggressively when you have a champion on the field in double elixir, and then cycle back to another poison. Then it works out really, really well. So that's just something to keep in mind if you guys haven't done that already. I clicked the ability because I knew that I wanted to get value with it, hopefully. I don't think the Ice Spirit's going to jump onto that. That was really, really poorly played. Alright, so I didn't play that well at all. But if I can melt the Skeleton King, maybe we can still win this. He's poisoning. I think I should have clicked the 1 elixir ability. Like, definitely should have. But it's all good. The Miner doesn't kill either, which is really sad. But we can go for a Valkyrie and body block the Baby Dragon finally. That's all I wanted for the last couple interactions, and it finally worked out. I can go Archer Queen and click the ability now, and I'm going to kill a Skeleton King, I'm going to kill a Baby Dragon, I'm going to kill all this stuff, hopefully. We'll see how well this works. Okay, it didn't really work out as planned. I'm going to have to go in for a defensive miner and then a poison. Ice Spirit here, so any Baby Dragon tornadoes. Hopefully it doesn't hit. I really should have focused a little bit more in this game, but I didn't. It's going to be way harder to win now. Definitely is still winnable, but we'll have to wait and see. These mortars don't seem great, but as long as we lock onto the Baby Dragon first, I'll be happy. And it does. Great. So the guards plus the tower should be able to finish most of that off. I think I just messed this one up. I wasn't super focused in this game, and I lost it. My fault, dudes. We'll go to the next one. We'll play better there. I think the aggressive mortars never gave me any value, and then in the late game, he's just able to rattle off more graveyards. I should be able to win bridge battles with Archer Queen and win this matchup. The only thing about poison is, like, a lot of people think that it's the best counter to graveyard in the game. It's a pretty good counter to graveyard. It's just not something that you want to be doing too often, so I should have been using guards and other stuff. I had a really good advantage, and I kind of botched it, so that was my fault. Unless we get lucky here with, like, a poison coming down and then guards and then Archer Queen staying alive, like, I don't see any situation. But yeah, as you can see, this matchup is definitely in my favor, and I messed it up. So for this instance, when you mess up and you lose the game, you just look at it and you're like, what could I have done better? There's a lot of different things. But mostly not going for mortars and probably focusing more on the game. I played you and you clapped me, says Jose. Yeah, man, it happens. You might, I mean, like, you win games, you lose games. That's how it goes. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? Just watch the CoffeeZilla video and then you'll get, like, a pretty good impression of what I think. That's just the CoffeeZilla video explains it. I don't play CR, but I watch you every day as a tradition. It shows how good of a creator you are. Man, I love the fact that people say like they don't play the game yet they still want to watch my content, because it's like the ultimate compliment. You're watching for me and not just the game. And hopefully, you know, as we grow and as we improve as creator, then hopefully more of you guys watch for that. Wow, when I said like, guys, what the heck? We're still at like near 2,000 views and we're still at like 1,300 likes. Thanks again for the likes, guys. Thanks again for the around $150 in donations today. You guys are just so nice to me, and really, really grateful for the support. Especially y'all like liking and commenting and that type of stuff. It goes a long way. Thank you so much. Also, this guy's gonna lightning, so I'll focus up and I'll win this game. I'll actually try really, really hard. I haven't been trying super hard in the other ones. I'm gonna eat the flying machine damage, and then the reason why I did that is because I felt very confident in myself being able to get more damage with the graveyard than the single flying machine. If we bait out arrows, he wasn't gonna arrows if I didn't tornado, but if I tornado, it's a 3-for-3 trade. The arrows don't hit my tower, the tornado hits his tower, and they damage down the guards to the point that I don't have to respond to the guards. Great transaction for me. One of the best ones in the game. Also, I just want to highlight this really quick. If you have Mighty Miner and you like it more than Skeleton King, you can run Mighty Miner in this deck, and it works really, 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 really well. I think that Mighty Miner is just objectively a better champion right now in Clash Royale. Let's get it. Who's your favorite Clash Royale YouTuber? I don't really watch other Clash Royale YouTubers. I just spend a lot of time playing the game and interacting with you guys and doing that instead. Also, if I gave you a best or my favorite Clash Royale YouTuber or whatever, it would be very biased because they're like all my friends. So, you know, it would be like, oh, I like Boss or Cashman just because, you know, I really like them as people. So I don't know. It's one of those things, you know. But yeah, if you notice, I've been interacting with Boss and Cashman a bit more just because we do collabs and stuff sometimes with streams. I like them a lot. Very, very nice human beings. And it's cool though. It's like a lot of times what I've seen, at least in other games and other YouTubes, sometimes people treat it as like a very big competition, and it's really unhealthy between YouTubers. Like, it's not, like, I would never want to be in that ecosystem where, you know, okay, that was a good tornado, but I would never want to be in an ecosystem where content creators were like competing and like hating on each other, or like creating drama and YouTube videos about drama with each other, or, you know, just being like, you can't do like specific things. I don't know. There's been a lot of drama in other type of content, and I'm so thankful that Clash Royale creators are not like that. So it's just a huge shout out to our community and how good our community is. It's nice and it's refreshing. He gave me the well played. That's cool. What a nice dude. It's refreshing also to play against someone in Clash Royale that says well played. Like, that doesn't happen very often, right? Do you guys ever see that? Is that something that's a common occurrence here or not? Because definitely not for me. Alright, we're a tornado, so maybe the Ice Wizard can slow down the guards and give us more value. I should have Skeleton Kinged a lot faster, so then I could have collected more souls, but it's not the end of the world. You fly machines, it's an easy fireball value, so I think that was no, it wasn't a bad play. I don't think it was great, but it wasn't bad, per se. He's going to mini P.E.K.K.A, so I want to click the ability, because I knew that mini P.E.K.K.A would give him too much value. I'm going to Baby Dragon with a Graveyard, because he's going to have to defend this with arrows. Yep. So I knew his card cycle, so I was like, now you don't have a small spell, so it's going to be really hard for you to defend this. And then, yeah, I think I should have fireballed on top of the guards, to be honest. That was really bad on my end. I forgot about the cards. I got complacent. You know, sometimes this does happen in Clash Royale, where you're like, not cocky, but like, you feel like you've got it all figured out. I guess that is the definition of cocky, right? I don't know. But you feel like you're in a good spot, and then you definitely mess up a little bit more than you would intend to. Alright, we're going for the graveyard. Double graveyard, no big deal. And then the mini P.E.K.K.A should die. I don't think we're able to kill everything here, but this is a really good transaction because we can fireball. And the fireball is going to kill the fly machine, and it will also kill the, yeah, kill all this stuff. I'm going to wait. I'm going to fireball on everything. Notice how I didn't use tornado. I was just that confident about the decision. Since I've played fireball so much, I know that interaction. If that had like hit my tower, I would have lost the game, by the way. I just want to be fully transparent with you guys. We're going to go guard, so we're going to tornado them. And then we're going to fireball on everything. And this wins me the game. I think I played it really well at the end. But at the same time, like, I think I do have a matchup advantage. Having the fireball against flying machine just helps so much. Hatred between YouTubers is stupid? Oh yeah, most of the time when it's hatred between YouTubers, what it is like this false sense of like, I'm going to create drama between someone else to get more views. That's usually what I saw with the boxing matches and stuff, and I was like, bruh, don't fake hate someone. Like, it's just like, I guess like drama is like the best currency on the internet, and like all views are good views for some people, but like I don't know. I hate that mentality. All right, so you guys want a preview of a video that I'm going to be doing soon? Anyone want a preview of a video that I'm going to be doing soon? This would be a very, very good preview, I guess, of it. I'll do it. I'll do one game. This is one of the most fun decks. I struggled so hard to figure out the deck that I wanted, and this is like one of the most fun decks I've ever created a video on. And I filmed it yesterday. I don't want to spoil it. I did not win every game, obviously, but I won a lot in a row, and it was, I don't know. This is just like one of the most fun decks in Clash Royale. You can stack up like 5 or 4 firecrackers at once, and then you can go for Mirror Royal Hogs or Mirror Hog Rider when our opponent isn't ready. Like, look at that. He goes in for arrows, expecting us to not have another firecracker, but we got another one, man. So, oh, okay. Well, I was really excited. It didn't really pan out as we wanted, but it is what it is. I meant to Ice Golem Kite to the other side. I misclicked that. Okay, he's going to take 2 Hog Rider hits. He's really scared. That's cool. So at least we can kill the Fisherman with the bats, and this will be a good time. Yo, Anutes, thank you so much for the dono, man. I love your face, and I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm scared. The Ice Spirit's hopefully able to stun. What did the Ice Spirit just do? Where did my elixir go? Does anyone know what the heck just happened? Where'd my elixir go, guys? What is that? I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, he's going to have a pretty good matchup here since he does have arrows, mirror, and he's going to have Mother Witch. So this is definitely not what we want to see. We wanted to stack up a lot of firecrackers and have good interactions, but it's going to be harder for us to make that happen. Great cannon for us. It should be able to kill most of his stuff. And I can Hog Rider with an Ice Spirit. I think I'm going to Ice Spirit, and then I'm going to go in for Bats, and we're going to expect him to go Mother Witch, and we're going to go Ice Golem and predict it. Okay, he went Zappies. Okay, I need to go for double Ice Golem. The Mirror Ice Golem! How hasn't he dropped anything on this? I'm very confused right now. Okay, so I'm going to go for a Hog Rider here. We're going to get him to go in for a Fisherman, so it'll be like not a bad trade for us. We can counter everything with Skeletons. Alright, so for whatever reason, I didn't get a matchup like this when I was filming the video. But I think this is probably like borderline impossible. I'm going to go Cannon. I will kill the Mother Witch. Maybe we can still make it work. There's still a chance, right? He did activate King Tower, though. The Royal Hogs are hard for us to defend, too. Then the Royal Ghost is, of course. Wait, this is the deck that I played? No, it's my deck. Now we're facing the ramifications of the best deck. We went full circle. We went full circle, y'all. All right, full circle. Let's go. Alright, the big beefy Hog Rider is going to die, but... Wait, it's still... No, it didn't give us that much damage. Cannon full counters. I'm going to go for 2 because he's probably going to arrow on me. It's amazing to me that I'm still in this game. And then we're going to lose. Yeah, so this is a hard counter for sure. I think this is probably the hardest matchup in the entire game for this deck. Because you can arrows mirror on top of the Firecracker, and then my Royal Hogs, like, they don't really break through, so... It is what it is. I'm going to win one more game to end the stream with one of my best decks in Clash Royale. Sometimes Mimi decks like this, even at very, very low trophy count for me, sometimes it doesn't work out if you do play against a matchup that does hard counter you. For instance, the Mirror Arrows to kill my Firecracker Mirror, and then I don't really have any damage for the Royal Hogs besides Skeletons or Ice Spirit. So then he can just Mother Witch and make like predictions. But it was really close too. Like, well, not really close, but I made the game a lot longer than it usually would be. So I am proud of that one. Giant Skeleton, Archer Queen Drill. Yeah, Giant Skeleton's broken. Giant Skeleton needs a nerf. Hey Tag, you've made in the Abyss. Highly recommend the horror movie anime. I have not watched that, but I'll check that out, man. I love the videos. Best stuff, even though I barely play. Dude, I get that sentiment a lot. I get so many people that watch that don't even play the game anymore. That's really cool. Last time I watched your stream that you were going through a rough time. Is everything better now? I think every day that I watch your videos. Yeah, dude, it is going so much better in life. Like, I genuinely think that, it's just going really, really well. SirTag, when he loses the hardest deck in the game, I mean, if you think that's wrong, you have your own opinion on that, but I genuinely believe that that is the hardest matchup for our Mimi deck. My Mimi deck that I played for the past whatever, I don't think that you could come up with a more difficult matchup of like someone having mirror arrows and then Mother Witch for only having skeletons or Ice Spirit. Otherwise, maybe you don't understand or maybe you don't know, but I think you'd be pretty disingenuous to think that that's a good matchup or even close to a decent matchup. You inspired me to make a YouTube channel. Good luck, man. I'm wishing you the best of luck, man. And there's no doubt if you try your hardest with YouTube and you do things that you enjoy, things will go well. Do you have sound on? No, I do not have sound on. You guys can hear the sound, but I can't hear the sound. What do you think about P.E.K.K.A? I think P.E.K.K.A is one of the worst cards in the game for its elixir cost. It's really hard to make work for meme videos even. I like the card, but it's not that good of a card, if that makes any sense. Like sometimes cards in Clash Royale will work out, but they don't necessarily like work best with a lot of cards. Like Ram Rider got nerfed, and then P.E.K.K.A doesn't work great with it anymore. Like it can work, but it's kind of a force, and I don't really want to show forced decks on my YouTube channel when it's actually supposed to be a good deck. I want it to be an actual really good deck. So try to do that whenever I get the chance. He's zapping and he's minoring, so I think I even get a positive elixir trade there because I still get the elixir collector. Huh, I think that's fine. Alright, you can't giant me on the other side because I've got E-Barbs. And then if you don't, then I go Electro Dragon, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm going to Electro Dragon the same side because he might double prince me. I don't know what he's going to do anymore. But I'm excited to find out. Alright, we can do that, and we can go in for Skeleton Dragons, and then we can go for a Lumberjack with the Electro Dragon, maybe. I guess I made a misplay of dropping the Electro Dragon there. I should have just let it go. But it is what it is. It be how it be, my dudes. That Electro Dragon is just wasted elixir. Wasted elixir, I tell you. Useless. Alright, so the Dark Prince is going to go into that. At least I have Electro Dragon back in cycle. Dark Prince doesn't hit my tower. I wasted so much elixir there, but that is what it is. We'll go for E-Barbs when he decides to go for a Giant on the other side, which he should soon. If he doesn't have a big spell, then this is very, very good for us. Okay, so I don't think he has a big spell. Huh. Okay, that's kind of cool. I guess I can just let the Electro Dragon, Barbarial, and everything kill your units. Especially since I have Tornado here, the Mega Minion is not going to be able to kill anymore. And then we're able to kill the Prince. This guy is wondering what to do now. He's like, Jake, why are you so troll? Oh. I think I need a Lumberjack and the E-Barbs on the right-hand side. I might have thrown. We'll see. At least the Electro Dragon's able to chain onto all of his stuff, but definitely a difficult position to be in for me. I can get E-Barbs down, and then I can go in for a Barbarian Barrel. And this might be able to clean everything up. Let's see how strong E-Barbs actually are here. I think it's going to be a loss, guys. I think the Double Prince is going to put in too much work. No! Wow. Alright, so sometimes I do get tilted on ladder. This is actually a pretty good matchup for me, and I messed up. See? Sometimes when I lose and I actually get outplayed or I don't play well, I always do admit that. Morton lost to Mohammed Light 9 out of 10 matches, LOL. That does happen, man. Sometimes the best players in the world don't play their absolute best at some points. That is how the game works. You know, Mohammed Light is still a great player, and Morton is like one of the best players in the world. So if Morton ends up losing like 9 out of 10 games, it happens. Do E-Barbs need a buff? I do not think E-Barbs need a buff. I'm going to play really, really well in this game, and we'll end on a W because I lost 2 games in a row. I just kind of wanted to show you guys like a memeier version of the deck, or one of the memeier decks that I was playing. It didn't really work out as planned. I kind of got finessed by a bad matchup, and then the last game I didn't play well. So hopefully we can just end on a good win. Sometimes when you play Clash Royale for a while, your skill level goes down a little bit if you've just been playing for too long. Like your brain's just like, I need food. What's your favorite type of dirt? Surprisingly, dude, I haven't tasted every type of dirt in my life. Maybe one day. P.E.K.K.A needs a buff. I feel like P.E.K.K.A gets distracted too often, so I'd agree with that. So the reason why I'm going to go, oh, wow, he's going to have Executioner and Furnace. So I really need to focus on this. The reason why I went for Golem and Single Elixir is simply because I felt like I could be able to do that since I had a huge Elixir advantage. Let's see how this goes. I need a Lumberjack here to be able to kill everything. I think I can kill the Executioner. The fact that he loses the Executioner is really, really important. And then I can Tornado the Witch into the Golem Death Bomb. Oh, it didn't come down in time. So if that Golem Death Bomb hit the Witch, I would have guaranteed the tower here. He might be able to defend now. Maybe not still. That's pretty good. I'll take that. And then I go Elixir Collector because he doesn't have much Elixir because he dropped the Minion Horde. He's going to giant graveyard me. Oh, he's going to poison. Oh. That's baffling. Sometimes you play against decks that you just don't understand. If I had hit the tornado on top of the witch, that interaction would have looked so different, guys. I really wish I had. But you live and you learn, and you always play better. Double elixir right now. I think I can go in for a golem, and if he goes in the same side as me, it's fine. I don't think he'll go on the same side as me, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to eat that damage because I want to save the amount of elixir that I can. Even though that's going to be a fire spirit hit, it's not the end of the world. We can electro dragon here. The executioner is going to be a problem, but you guys already know how we deal with that. We go E-barbs, we go in for a tornado, and we try to mess him up. So the golem's got to explode and kill that. I think that some of the more difficult matchups can be like an executioner or witch deck or something along those lines when you're playing golem. Sometimes that can be more troublesome for you guys. Alright. So he could giant graveyard at any point, so I need to go in for a golem here and then maybe get a lumberjack down. Yeah, he's going to giant graveyard me. I don't know if I can kill it in time. I might have lost. Hopefully not, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, tornado. I think the skeletons off to the side are going to get me. Oh my gosh. The tilt is so real sometimes. I don't know if you guys have ever tilted a like lower trophy count or something like that. You're just like, how did we lose? Where did we go wrong? What happened? And then you play against executioner barbarians with a furnace and a witch. You're like, okay. Alright. Giant graveyard's pretty annoying because we don't have any good distractions to kill the graveyard. We don't have a night witch. We don't have minion horde. So if you have great defenses and then really, really annoying offense, kind of a recipe for disaster. Could I have played that well and win it or won it and play better? Definitely. Don't worry, I lost 4 games in a row yesterday, so it's Black Diamond. Yeah, usually when I play seriously, though, I played seriously the last 2 games and I lost them. You know, that doesn't happen very often. Do you ever stop YouTube? Don't ever stop YouTube. Yeah, I don't think I will. I mean, I really, really enjoy it. So if I enjoy something, I generally keep doing it for as long as I want to. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. Are you happy after losses? I'm not happy after that loss. I mean, here's the thing, dude. Like, I lost a game that I feel like I kind of just didn't have a great matchup, and kind of a situation that's a bit tilting for sure. You can see that in my face. You can see that how I play. But at the same time, like, it does happen. You have to expect that sometimes that does happen in Clash Royale. You're just going to play against some random deck that really, really obnoxious with giant graveyard, and, you know, you'll lose games that you don't actually, like, expect to. Or if you're better than your opponent, you don't actually win every game. Unfortunately. That was a great giant skeleton. I think it connects to my tower. I didn't play that well. This would be a loss on my end, not because of matchup or anything. So we'll try our hardest. We'll try to end on a W. See what we can do. Also, Cortez, thank you so much for the sub, man. I love you lots. I won 10 games in a row last night. Yeah, dude. That's how it goes. When I streamed the challenge today, I won a lot of games. I actually went 16-0 before I started streaming it. Or I did stream it. I streamed it, and I went 16-0 on my SirTag channel. And then, you know, you kind of have losing streaks sometimes just based off of your gameplay or getting tilted or maybe, I don't know. Just kind of how the game works, I guess. All right, so I'm going to witch here, and we'll play this one out like fully and see what we can do. I'd love to bar barrel, so then hopefully it dies. I mean, that'd be so weird if it's able to get a hit on my tower or something. You did log, so I'm in a graveyard. We've got Dark Prince for the obnoxious goblin drill. I think the graveyard skeletons are going to surround the tower for 600, 700 damage. The fact that he fireballed that is beyond my comprehension. Because he didn't have a log, I guess he felt compelled to do that. That was really, really, really good for me. Going in for a graveyard for a -1 trade for 800 damage. And cards that don't counter push for our opponent. Alright, so no fireball and cycle, so I feel like I can cycle Zappies in the back pretty reliably and not care. I can stack up all this stuff together because he still doesn't have fireball and cycle. Then I can Mega Knight because he's going to try to log and finish everything off, and he's not going to be able to as reliably. The giant skeleton is obviously very obnoxious, but it's something that we can deal with, and we're not going to have too many problems. Nice. We just do this. Full counter. Good looks. Good vibes. Alright. He could fireball on the witch. This wouldn't be too surprising for me. We're going to go opposite lane because I don't want to go into giant skeletons anymore. I think that's a surefire way of losing. I'm going to arrows on those. Hopefully they all die. Nice. So we have great counter push, and we've taken a bunch of damage, but giant skeleton is like the biggest issue in Clash Royale for us. As you can see, it's just a very, very strong card. When you're down damage because you don't play well at the start, it's harder to come back into that type of card. But we're trying our hardest to go on the other side, because then when he giant skeletons, he's not going to be able to get counter pushed with the goblin drill in the lane that he wants. If he archer queens, I can defend that for a more minimal elixir investment. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm sure it does. Here's the thing. I don't really have cards that are cheap, so I gotta go like goblin drill counter with dark prince after, and let one of the goblins lock on, which just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel great for you guys picking up what I'm putting down. Mega Knight jumped onto the tower, so you know, this is how Clash Royale be. Sometimes you struggle, sometimes it's worth the trouble though. We're gonna get the arrows on the tower, and we're gonna walk away the win. That's a good comeback, guys. So I just want to highlight, like, was able to mentally regroup, was able to figure out, hey, I'm gonna play better, and I eventually did. I'll end on one more win, because I think one win is just too soft. Arrows on the king tower. Yeah. If you needed a break then for food, you should end stream. No point on losing trophies. It's all good. Oh, I don't care about this trophy count. If I tried, or when I try, I'm usually 500 to 600 trophies higher than this. That was, for the entire season, it's been like 500 to 600 trophies higher. Especially when I play decks that I'm comfortable with. So that's why losing those 2 games that I did, super tilting for me. And, you know, that's, if I lose more games, then that's fine. But it's unlikely that that will happen. So I just want to get back in a better mindset before I end the stream, and I just want to, you know, feel good about it. Have you ever been in a fight in middle school? Like, we were in the slums in middle school, obviously, and we were pushing each other in mud, and then my parents were called. So all of our friends, like, we were playing football, and it was like 3rd grade or whatever. Someone tackled someone, and then another guy got annoyed, and then we all just like fought and pushed each other in mud. So it wasn't really a fight, but it was a 3rd grade fight, you know, where everyone tackled each other, and then we had to get pulled off of each other. It was pretty funny. Never will actually be in a fight unless, you know, I'm fighting for my life or something and I'm getting mugged, and even then, yeah, I wouldn't fight back. You're such a calm person. I don't know why people always paint you. Well, if someone does that, then it's usually someone that doesn't like me, right? If you end up having a lot of people watching you or whatever, usually you're going to have some people that just dislike you, and that's fine. Like, one of the things that I realized as a content creator really, really early on is you can't appease everyone. Sometimes, like, you'll beat someone, and then they'll get salty because you have a better matchup than them, and then they'll just block you on Twitter. And it's like, okay, I mean, like, I get it. It's not fun to lose because of matchup, but you shouldn't block someone on Twitter or, like, hate them for that. Or sometimes people are, like, super annoyed or... yeah, I don't know, man. Like, like, for instance, someone insulted my girlfriend and said that she probably makes like 0 money and is like, what was it? I think they said that my girlfriend probably makes no money and is like a gold digger. And then I was like, she actually makes more money than me, and she works in tech. And then they blocked me. Like, that type of stuff is like, that guy now hates me forever. But I was literally telling him that he was just like, you know, wrong, and also just creating a really bad assumption based off of someone's like, I don't know, just by looking at someone and not knowing anything about the person. Like, you just have to be a pretty bad person to do that. But, you know, those are the type of people that usually end up hating me. And it's okay. I don't really care about that. But yeah, I think one of the biggest things in life that I learned is, like, you don't have to have everyone like you. And also on top of that, you shouldn't care about what everyone thinks. And here's another thing. There's a big thing that I learned. Not everyone cares as much as you do. Like, if you have something, a stain on your shirt, maybe someone will have a passing thought and be like, oh, that's kind of gross or nasty. Or maybe, like, there's something in that you did wrong and you're really embarrassed by it. Most people just don't care. Like, that's just how the world is. 99% of the people do not care near as much as the one person that it's happening to. So if you're ever embarrassed by it, or something goes wrong for you, just realize that no one cares as much as you do. So you don't ever have to worry about being embarrassed for too long or really overthinking things. And that was one of the best life lessons that I learned personally. Okay, so I think I can just graveyard here with the Mega Knight and probably win the game. Unless I need to arrow this. I do need to arrow this. Great Earthquake on his end. But it's not enough. He played this super well. He played better than me the entire time. I was just rambling and talking to you guys with a monologue. We'll end on one more win. I always keep going for the one more game. You guys notice me, right? Y'all already noticed me. I watched the CoffeeZilla. Yeah, he's such a good guy. I like CoffeeZilla. You're so right. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Thoughts on Sparky? Sparky is one of the most fun decks to play, but it's very frustrating to play Sparky into an Expo or Logbait player when your opponent has Rocket. Because if that happens, you just lose, and then they usually just sit on their back foot, like dropping defensive Expos here, and then they Rocket your Sparky every time. You're like, bruh, get me out of this game. Where's the surrender button? At least that's what happens to me. Man. You deserve more love? Dude, I get a lot of love. We've already got 1,600 likes on the video. Whereas we got 2,000 people watching live. And we got so many donos. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for all the likes, the subs, the support today. Just makes my life a lot better and makes me happier. So thank you guys. Also, I missed the graveyard placement. That's not the right graveyard placement. Oh, he's got a Mother Witch. Looks like we're playing another game. Oh, no. Sometimes when you graveyard in single elixir, you're just banking on the fact that they don't have Mother Witch, and I forgot that Mother Witch is like one of the most popular decks in the game. Yo, I'm literally losing to the deck I showed you guys. It's full karma. It's full karma. It's full karma. Wait, no, he switched it. He has a bandit. Okay, well, we'll go to the next one. If he didn't have Mother Witch, like, no matter what, I think we would have been in a bad spot because the giant skeleton would have died, but it wouldn't have been that bad. We have the same trophies, first time I could ever catch up. Oh, yeah, I tilted down 500 or 600 trophies yesterday because I was trying out meme decks with like 1.7 elixir or something. So I can push back up after whenever I want, really. But it is what it is. I just need to think through my plays and then like execute on them, I guess, and run a decent deck. Bad matchup, better luck next time. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that does happen. Quitter? Well, I wasn't going to win the game. So if the game is 100% lost, I'm not going to spend the time to waste my time and our opponent's time and your guys' time. It's not really worth it. What do you think of me? I don't know you as a person, so I try not to make assumptions on what I think of you as. I don't really know you at all, man. But if you're here, I do appreciate you. That's one thing that I can say for sure. Okay, so the Dark Goblin is pretty cool. And a Mighty Miner here, since it's going to give me more ability to do split lane aggression if he drops anything on top of that. Dark Goblin kills. I can go click the Mighty Miner ability. Oh, no, it doesn't kill. Feels bad. That's like no damage for us. Okay. I definitely want to log this. If this activates King Tower, then it's worth keeping alive for a bit. It does. Good. So notice how I was like, you know, I could not activate King Tower there, but it's worth taking one Goblin Giant hit extra. Or Firecracker split damage or whatever. Alright, so we're going to think about this a little bit more. So we see Goblin Giant and we see Prince. I don't necessarily know what this guy's got up his sleeve, but seems really good for me to just go in the same lane as him. If he has arrows, I need to go Mighty Miner, so I needed to save Elixir. You guys were wondering why I was saving Elixir there, and why I didn't go in for a Goblin Drill on the other side. Now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Alright, so I think that Dark Goblin is poorly placed. Oh, man. So, like, one thing that I've learned about myself is usually when I play decks or videos for the first time, usually what I'll do is I'll play really, really, really well after I get warmed up. So right now, like, I wasn't used to the Dark Goblin range. I dropped it in the bad spot, and that's a huge failure on my end. Should have just been, like, over to the right a little bit more, and that would have been fine. You live and you learn, and you always play better. And that's the best thing about the game. You watch anime? Of course I do. I haven't been watching too much recently. You look so great with this background. Dude, I'm glad that you like the background. I'm glad that you're vibing with it. Alright. But I'm the queen. The queen is OP. Be a strong card too I not have. No bats here. Probably drop a log. Kills everything. Feels good, man. He's gonna go skeleton army, so I'm gonna snowball on that when I get the chance. Snowball. Nice. See, guys, we got the moves. We're making plays for days. We're making good decisions out here. Interesting zap. Can the Dark Goblin kill the Sparky too? That'd be so cool. Oh, the Sparky is putting in mad work. Alright, we're gonna do this instead. Eat all the damage on the other side. He zaps the wrong side. Alright, thank God the Dark Goblin didn't die. I should pre-log the Skeleton Army, that'll probably come down. Oh my god, he missed it. Yeah, that's pretty lucky. Wow. That's just crazy. The fact that Goblin Drill can do that much damage when your opponent messes up once. I don't know. It's just, it's like different than a Hog Rider because it gates directly on the tower. It's such a vibe. Does playing well help you, or is it distracting? Oh, it's definitely distracting, but you know, it's the thing that I like to do. I like chilling with you guys and having a good time together. If I'm not talking with you guys and I'm not enjoying it with y'all, then it's a completely different experience. Like, it's not the same thing. If you're just sitting there and not talking, I could never do that. I'm a very talkative person, as you can see. I was watching you right before on CR. Hell yeah, man. That's what we like to hear. Oh, I get to show you guys a cool interaction that I learned. Whenever you're playing decks for the first time and you learn things, it's just so satisfying. Goblin Drill plus Log kills the Bomber, so then the Bomber can't stop the Goblin Drill. So one of his best answers is out of cycle, right? So dope. Alright, we can go bats here. Maybe arrows or something. If not, then we can go in for guards and then Dark Goblin, and then probably be okay with absolutely no damage taken besides the Lumberjack killing. Oh, he did have arrows. Oh, my man's got the moves. He's got the plays for days. Saeed giving us the love. That's what we like. Nerf Goblin Drill. Yeah, probably, man. I think Goblin Drill is really, really strong. This guy, he went in for Bomber and he's still taking damage. Isn't that crazy? Isn't Bomber supposed to be like one of the best answers to the deck in the game? That's pretty funny. Alright, so we're just going to log this back in conjunction with the tower. We finish it off and take no damage. So I'm going to show you guys the strategy that I like to do with this deck. Mighty Miner and Giant Skeleton is just going to explode on the Golem very, very nicely together. If he doesn't have Electro Dragon, this matchup will be pretty good for us. I'm just hoping he doesn't have Electro Dragon. Got Electro Dragon, then things could get dicey and not so nicey. Alright, we're going to go for Mighty Miner with the Giant Skeleton and then just damage everything down because he's not going to be back to arrows because our card cycle is quicker. We can go for a Dark Goblin. We're going to do this. Definitely going to click the bomb because we can distract the Fleet Barbarians a little bit longer and finish off all the bats. Night Witch bats, that is, in case you guys didn't know. And now he's down a bajillion elixir. He loses a game. It's not possible for him to defend this anymore. I guess I can go for bats early on and then, you know, kind of guide our Giant Skeleton, serenade him sweetly towards the tower and be like, bro, you know you want to finish the game for me. You don't want to be lame. And then I can go in for another Giant Skeleton on the same side. I can kind of eat the Bomber damage if I really wanted to, but it's not worth it. It's always better to just log and guarantee, like in a position where you're going to take tower anyway, might as well guarantee that you take it. So I'm going to go for Dark Goblin here off to the side, and then when he decides to go Mega Minion, it dies. Oh, he does Mega Minion way earlier than I thought it would. That's cool. We got the double bombs as well. Watch this. The double bombs. Yes, sir. You already know the deal. That's so strong. It's so dope to see stuff like that because you just don't expect it to work this well. And then we can cycle multiple guards if we need to. And then we're just completely in control of this game. Like, there's no way that he would ever come back in this. So, this is a very satisfying win and an overall good experience. I guess, like, I should have probably snowballed that just in case. Alright, so we're going to win this one. And, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to like the video. Subscribe for more daily videos because I post at 3 p.m. Eastern every single day. And if you end up dropping a subscription, you'll get notified when we go live. Also, on top of that, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the action here. If you guys want to follow me on any media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, it is SirTagCR. So follow me there if you haven't already. Drop a like to support me for free. Subscribe for daily videos. That's the end of my self-promotion rant. And I just hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. If you guys enjoyed this, I'll be doing more streams like this in the future. Getting a solid win streak at the end is like whatever. It's kind of, I mean, we should be getting a lot of wins at this trophy count. But getting 24 wins and beating people that were way better than me, like Igor, like winning that game against someone that finished number 2 in the world and number 5 in the world and number 1 in the world. Like, this guy is one of the best players to ever touch the game. Getting that was so satisfying to me. So thank you guys for being a part of it. I'll see you guys later, and maybe I'll be able to do this again in the future. Lots and lots of love. Peace.